everyone. Welcome to Blue Hour, a vampire story. Tonight we are bringing you a very special Twilight-themed vampire game, and let's meet our vampires for the night.
Hi, my name is Renee Cooper, and I am playing Victoria.
Hi, my name is Elyse Hawes, and I'm playing Dr. Henry Porter.
My name is Tyler Sutherland, playing Garrett Gray.
Zachary Vaudo playing Milo Cushing.
Sara Lafferty playing Cecily Rowe.
And I am Hannah Murphey, your storyteller. Tonight's game is benefiting the Quileute Tribe's Move to Higher Ground Fund. They are currently raising money to move their tribal school outside of the tsunami zone. There's going to be a link here on the screen below me and then in the chat as well. And anything that you can give would be amazing. You know, it's a very worthwhile fund and it's a very worthwhile cause to bring to your attention. So without further ado, let's get on to our story tonight. Are we all ready and sparkly?
Oh,
Yes.
Shining, glittering.
Lovely.
Way too much highlighter.
Nestled in the foothills of the Appalachians sits the tiny town of Cooper, Georgia. Once a dying relic of the gold rush, today Cooper is a bustling little town serving tourists looking to experience good wine, good food, and the good outdoors. It's a friendly little place full of gift shops, quaint houses, fresh air, and relatively safe streets. Like most little towns, Cooper has a dark secret. Now, most folks in town aren't really aware, but just about 30 minutes outside of the town lives a terribly unique family. A family that's impossibly fast and strong. Their skin is pale and ice cold. Their eyes change color, and sometimes they speak like they're from a different time. They never eat or drink anything. Well, I'll say it out loud. They're vampires. The Appalachian Coven, as they're known among their kind, are fairly new in vampiric terms. They're only about 60 years old, all told together. In this area, they've been here about 10 years in Cooper, but their hunting territory extends up into Virginia, in the Virginian foothills, up along the Appalachian Trail. The hunting here for vampires is excellent, even if you feed on humans or the weirdos that feed on animals. The proximity to the centuries-long vampire wars in the South that are waning but still going on make people a little more wary to come into this area, or vampires more wary to come into this area. So there's not generally nomads wandering into your territory. No one really questions people going missing on the Appalachian Trail or in the Appalachian Mountains. Everyone knows there's things up in these hills. No one's really going to question it, or maybe a bear mauling once in a while. Yeah, there isn't the cloud cover here that the Washington Coven you've heard of enjoys most of the year, but you know, Southern gentility dictates that no one's going to talk in front of that weird family up there on the hill. So all in all, it's pretty good. There's been one little snag, though, lately for our little coven. Since about earlier in the year, around January or February, there have been more reported animal attacks and disappearances than normal up and down the Appalachian Trail, so it's not caused too much attention. But it's got your attention. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe. But anyway, today is just like any other idyllic day here in the mountains in the South. It's around 5 p.m. It's real beautiful outside. You know, it's early June, so the days are longer. Not that that matters to you because you don't sleep. You never sleep. You haven't since you died. So you spend your days doing whatever you want. And we're going to go see what exactly that is now. And we're going to start with Cecily. Could you please introduce your character and tell us what you're doing this afternoon?
Cecily is average build, average height young lady, dark brown hair, blue eyes. probably, yeah, I think she's definitely what you would associate with the hippie type, as much as you could be as a member of the Living Undead. She's spending her afternoon outside, under the tree cover, probably within, shouting distance of the house, but just far enough away that she's not really going to be bothered, listening to her radio and reading a book pretty quietly in a tree.
The animals around here know you very well. You get along with the animals well. So you kind of have a little bitty nest of, little friends that have gathered around you. You got some squirrels. You got a big chunky friendly possum that's kind of waddled its way up here. Because they know that they're not your preferred meal anyway. So they feel comfortable around you. You're just sitting there chilling out. And then there's a little break on your music. This just in, news out of Cooper, Georgia. And then we are going to move to Milo. Milo, could you introduce yourself and what you're doing tonight?
Sure thing. Milo is, notably old, but sort of an indeterminate age kind of old. He's grayed out, so it's pretty obvious, but he looks like he's been around a bit. He doesn't look decrepit. He doesn't look like he's, on the retirement side of things, but definitely not young and spry. Like I said, grayed out, very casual dressed, not one for a lot of fancy. The sparkle and shine's kind of dimmed down a little bit. He's been around a spell, but I imagine Milo's probably in a hammock somewhere outside. He got Cecily to help him work the radio before he laid down. He can never really figure out the damn thing. And he's just taking a breather. We don't sleep no more, but you don't got to move so fast when you're around for a while.
You've learned over your incredibly long life that even if you don't sleep, meditation, it's a kind of rest. It's nice. You've been in these mountains longer than most people could even fathom. You're kind of at one with nature and one with the mountain. And as you lay here, you kind of, you're listening, you're listening to the nature around you. It's a little bit more quiet than it should be. And because, you've been here so long, you know this like it's the back of your hand. It's a quiet that's not normal. This is a quiet of a predator being around, but not a predator like you, even though sometimes that kind of happens. And as you notice that, your radio crackles to life too, and you hear, breaking news out of Candace County. And now we move over to Victoria. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing today?
Yes, so Victoria, is, and she's going to be in one of the higher levels. We are in a very nice sort of mansion, mountain home that belongs to Victoria. She is very bronzy skin, so she has that kind of melanin pop-in glow that is a little bit too unnatural, but very natural. Also, unsure black woman age, so anywhere between 22 and 57 is her appearance. And she does have sort of salt and pepper hair that she's had since her death, really. So she is up on one of the higher balconies. Laptop is open because of just some work that she has been doing for somewhere completely unrelated to the town. A lot of distant business going on, and sort of half paying attention to emails and things that are going on the laptop. Also has a pile of physical papers she's needing to sign, write checks for, things like that, sort of around her, and is wearing something very comfortable, like soft plush, just like loungewear, way too expensive for really necessary, but very comfortable because it counts. And just kind of look, the window's open, the balcony's open, and she's kind of by her office space.
You are sitting here just vibing, writing emails, vibing. This is the perfect kind of place to do your emails. It's beautiful. You can see out your window, out the balcony. The way that this mansion that you have, it's kind of like a log cabin mansion moment. It's nestled up into the side of a granite hill. Now, most of, everything is like granite in Georgia. So it's nestled up into the kind of the sides of the back, kind of sits into the hill. So you have a really good view over this like kind of whole area. And from out of the corner of your eye, you look and you can kind of see the road and the tiny 2-lane highway going into town. A line of police cars going down the road, speeding down the road, flashing blue and red, which is not really typical. This is small town Georgia. Yeah, there are hiker accents sometimes, but this is a lot of police. And as that happens, something on your phone pings, and you have a text from the deputy sheriff, Andy Baker, who you've made some outreach to when you first moved here, and you have sort of a rapport. And she says, "Have you heard the news?" And then we are going to move to Dr. Henry.
So, Dr. Henry is drenched in blood. He is walking up the cliffside towards the home, kind of almost in like a skip, and he's got a scalpel hanging out his mouth that it looks like he's chewing on, like you would chew on a stick of licorice. And he sees Victoria, and the moment he sees Victoria, he tries to hide, but it's bad. And he tries to sneak into the home, but he's certain that she can see him. And he sneaks upstairs and quickly tries to take a shower to dispose of the evidence. And he pulls out his phone, and he's turning on his, like, little radio tunes for his shower time. And he is almost certain she has seen him. But at the same time, she'll forgive him, probably.
Victoria, could you roll wits awareness, please?
Okay. Oh. I'm not happy with how I allocated these.
Are we ever?
Right?
That's these I can do.
Those are your hunger die.
Nope.
Use these ones.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use these because they're the same color.
Yeah.
And
Storyteller, may I roll 2 to
I
see
have
if I
one
smell them?
stealth.
Yes, you may.
Oh, yeah, you know
Actually,
what?
yeah. Why don't
We all just...
everyone roll wits and awareness to see if you smell this?
Can I roll my stealthy stealth?
Yes, you can roll stealth.
My one stealth plus what?
That's gonna be Dex plus stealth.
1, 2, 3.
How
Oh,
did you
4, 5,
calculate?
6, buddy.
Okay, so you take one dot, so like I have a...
no, how'd you calculate what your
you take anything above a 6 for the difficulty, right? We're on 6.
Yeah.
So this is a critical success, but you have to have 2 of these for it to make a thing. So
Boo.
this is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay.
So 4 die over 6.
got it?
Yep.
4 successes.
4 successes.
And the important thing is you want to take one of your die and make them a different color, because that's
So
your
that's
hunger,
hunger.
die. So that, because if you get a crit on
Well,
that,
we're
it
at 0
means
now.
different things.
2. Right.
I didn't have any success. I have 1 success.
Okay, yeah.
5.
4.
4. Everyone smells you, my guy. Everyone knows.
Sitting in the tree like...
They are distracted, but you are more distracting. Wait, what kind of...
It's human. Oh, of course it's human. Some poor hiker off for a evening stroll is now strolling in his grave.
Could you also just describe what your character looks like besides being
Yes,
covered
of course.
in blood?
Henry is a gentleman. He's wearing a nice waistcoat, but he's got his dress sleeves rolled up, and he has this very slim tie. He has his hair all swept back in a very, like, extravagant, almost, like, Victorian-inspired nowadays. And he's always wearing dress pants and cute little flat dress shoes that make a little click as he walks.
You cart your bloody ass up the stairs to your bathroom. You set your phone down, smeared with blood. At that moment, you kind of happen to hit the YouTube app on your phone, and it pops up a YouTube live, and it is another one of those live out of Candace County tonight. And now we are going to go to our final character, Garrett.
Garrett is the youngest of this hodgepodge group. Formerly a hiker, had a bit of an accident, may or may not be related. But a local to Cooper, which makes him a little anxious to get back to the city, but can't really do that when you are known dead. Was found by Cecily and given the gift of unlife, and has a bit of a knack for finding ways to get a little bit more agitated since he's newer at being a not kindred, a vampire.
Not kindred.
The
You're
B word.
vampires, baby.
The B word.
We do not use the K word.
We don't even know what the K word is.
What are you doing
So
this evening?
Garrett is hunting.
Okay.
Trying his best not to hunt for people. More of a quote-unquote vegetarian lifestyle. So currently he is in pursuit of a small rabbit for dinner.
Bless.
But if he can catch that, he's going to use that as bait for a much larger, say, a deer or a bobcat or something.
Okay.
Deer.
Smart.
Why is
A deer.
Oh, shit, you didn't tell me you were going hunting.
It's a very new vampire.
He's like, how's your blood?
New
Is one
southerner.
thing
This deer.
The deer is like, rabbit.
Was that deer from Jennifer's body?
Or with the fingers
not deer.
from...
So he has heightened senses up just to be active and aware. And let's say that's within range of some radios that are close by.
Absolutely, yeah. You are kind of, while the house is up against the cliff, this is kind of like the piece of land that Victoria actually owns is very large. It's a couple dozen. I don't know how big acres are. I'm not a mathematician.
It's a lot of those.
It's a
though.
lot of those.
It's a lot of
It's
those.
just a lot of those.
She does. I got
It's a
a
lot.
lot.
I just think
of
a lot
those.
of
I
those.
know
I got
we
acres.
Because of the nature of your senses, you are easily able to hear. You do get a tiny little bitty drift of human blood, but it is not enough, at least at this point, to make you twitch. It makes you a little bit itchy. It makes you really want to catch this damn rabbit. You're hunting. You're doing your thing. Actually, and could you roll me a wits survival?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Just two.
Just two. You're able to get the rabbit. That little bit of the human blood smell, while not a lot, it still is enough to get you raring to go, and you get it. And you're intending to use this as bait for like a bobcat. But as you grab it, you break the skin and you can't resist it, and you
Gotta have a snack.
yeah.
Just a little bite.
Repeat.
It's like a
Rabbit.
Dorito bag.
So as you are feeding, you also hear the radios crackle to life, and what you all hear at the same time. Breaking news out of Candace County today. The Candace County Sheriff's Department is reporting that another animal tech fatality has occurred near the Appalachian Trail trailhead. This is the latest death in a string of incidents the department is calling an unusual trend of violent animal activity. Speculation points to the sudden increase in camping and hiking activities, agitating wildlife in the area, though when asked for comment, the department would not elaborate on their working theory. When asked if the recent disappearance of author and outdoorsman Gene Sprayberry and his son Robert was related to this, the department also had no comment. The report continues to go on that the investigation is ongoing. They will not release the name of the victim yet, but it appears there is another animal attack in the area. This time, this is the closest that it's been. The other deaths have been up the trail. The closest one lately was around the Georgia border. This one is the closest one yet. This is in your backyard. This is now officially your problem.
Does the radio comment where the body was found?
Appalachian Trailhead.
The Appalachian Trailhead, yes. So there is the town of Cooper sits in the Chattahoochee National Forest, which takes as a big chunk of north of Georgia. There are two kind of starts to the Appalachian Trail. There's the trail approach, which is at the Amicalola Falls State Park, which is about 30 minutes outside of town, which makes it about 45 to 50 minutes away from you because it's on the other side. And then the trailhead is the official start, and the trailhead is where they found it. The trailhead is where that is the southernmost start of the Appalachian Trail. That is where people go. Families sometimes go there too. You know that there, because of proximity to the trailhead, there are a lot of hikers that come through town specifically, stay here and then go, or they're coming down and then they stay and they depart from Cooper. So you do live in that kind of like hiker hub. So this is not good. This is something that could conceivably, at this point, maybe get the attention of Volturi.
Yup. So the moment I hear that, shit. Just get out of the hammock. I leave the radio behind. And I call out loud enough that I can probably be heard in the house and probably out in the woods. Mm-hmm. Family meeting. Come on.
Everyone hears that.
Right.
I was already headed towards the
you were,
house because I was already like, this is bad.
No, I trust you and I are on the same page.
Henry does the quickest rinse you've ever seen, trying to just.
He does a
get
PTA.
a PTA, puts on his robe, and he's like walking outside casually.
Is it big and fluffy?
Oh, it's one of those like old Playboy like robes
Okay.
for like a
Also
gentleman.
like the tartan.
You got a half.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's long. It covers at least down to his calves, and it's like tied.
So as you all converge in the living room of the first floor. You have a beautiful mansion. Victoria has excellent taste. It is a clear story that goes up to the third floor. There are 3 floors and then a basement. Beautiful outlook on the mountains below, and then the other 2 levels go up and have balconies looking down below. There is a beautiful glass crystal chandelier that hangs from the top. So it's very crystalline, and it kind of complements the crystalline nature of your skin. Even though it's a very beautiful room, this is not a beautiful situation.
Yeah, I just sort of sit back against one of the backs of one of the chairs. Not in the chair, just sort of leaning on it, waiting for everybody to commune. And they all do is go, all right, well, I'm going to assume y'all heard the news, and I just got to ask the dumb thing out front. None of y'all getting careless, right?
No, it was not me.
I'm immediately looking at you.
No,
We're all looking. I'm looking at you.
Wait,
I'm looking at you and I have a dead rabbit in my mouth.
Did you bring the rabbit?
I'm not gonna waste food.
where did you get? Never mind.
So
Listen, I know you saw me. Why do you think it's me?
Well,
I am perfectly clean. I am spotless of evidence.
you
reeked.
just took a shower.
Weren't when you showed up? Where were you hunting?
Not where it was found. Different spot.
All right.
So it was not me this time.
That's very vague.
Well,
It was north.
we've been having this problem for a bit, but it's been getting closer and closer, and now it's in our bounds. So, what exactly are we gonna be doing about this?
I'm gonna text back to Sheriff Baker,
She is the deputy sheriff.
Deputy Sheriff.
Yes.
Okay, and
Andy Baker.
say, "Oh no, any additional details? Seemed very close."
There's about a wait, and then after about 5 minutes, she texts back, "If you let me buy you a drink, I'll tell you what you want to know."
I would like to also text my contact when I can.
You text Dr. Hicks.
Yes. Text him just like, I heard about the recent attack. Is he alive? Anything I can do? Perhaps look over the body? Or save his life?
Because this is a 75-year-old man you're texting, it takes a little bit.
On the phone.
Yeah, it takes a little bit. Does the ... after
It's
every
okay, I
sentence,
have
like
forever.
it's the worst. very baby boomer texting. You get a text back that says, dead, no help, unfortunately, gonna be a late one at the hospital, ... medical examiner is off on emergency appendicitis surgery, ... It's all on me, ... Have a great day, ...
So what exactly are we going to be doing about this?
Well, I have a apparently date in town that I can get some more information from the deputy, but we need to keep an eye out on this area.
Or we'll have bigger trouble than just the nomad. Or whatever this is. If it's another one of us, they're awfully foolish.
Maybe it's a baby.
And if it is, then we're the only ones around here that are going to be able to help it.
True.
Or kill it.
Depends on how it goes, but take that as it comes.
You know that if you have a newborn or any sort of, potential someone trying to start something, you want to quash this as fast as possible, and that probably means putting them down. You know that even if it's only been a blink of the eye, in vampire terms, it's not quite 20 years ago, the Volturi have very recently suffered a humiliating, what they consider defeat, and they're going to jump at any chance. And they're going to jump at any chance to assert their dominance, reassert their power. This is something that is probably going to have to be stomped out quick.
Nah, I get that, and I certainly don't want them on our doorstep, but maybe I'm going to soft to my old age. If we can do anything about it, I'd like to, but if they're too far gone, then we'll have to do something about that, too.
We could at least try to talk to him.
That's the plan. Gotta find them first, of course.
Assuming it's one of us.
What she said.
Yeah, it could be anything up in these mountains.
Could be a bear.
Don't.
First of all,
Bears don't
none of
call the
them have
police.
been doing anything like that.
Oh, you would know.
Yeah, you would
know.
know.
I'm just saying.
Hey, can you tell your bears to stop eating my hikers?
No,
Please?
I enjoy it.
No, I need them to stop.
Get your own territory.
Okay, well, we know is
Get your
bears
own
don't
bears.
bring that many police, and there was a line of them outside, and any closer that they get to here, I'm telling you, they are not my favorite snack. So we should definitely look into this.
There's so many of them because it's so visible. It ain't back on the trail this time. It's actually
In town.
out in front.
Oh, dear. Well, I should go get dressed. And he turns around and goes upstairs, the robe a little too short, as he goes up the stairs.
I'm glad I did not install mirrors on the stairs.
All right. Well. All right. Victoria, you gonna get some information from your friend in town?
I am. Anyone want to come?
Yes.
Okay,
Is that... Be careful.
She can take care of them.
I got this.
I trust Victoria can take care of me.
If I didn't eat him immediately, he's going to be as safe as possible with me.
I didn't know that. I'm feeling less safe.
It's past now.
Okay.
Speaking of, Garrett, can you just roll me a quick frenzy check, please?
Sure.
That rabbit, it didn't taste very good, but it's still
That's, again, 2 successes.
okay. You're good. You're good.
Spicy.
You feel
Yeah.
I was worried
There's
about
a reason why
rabbit.
Cecily was like,
you're good. You're gonna go into town into a bar. That's
I'll
fine.
be fine.
You're fine.
Fine.
You're fine.
This is fine.
What is my relationship? Sorry. What does the deputy think my relationship with her is?
You kind of reached out to her because of you like to know everything about the places you live in, just because if you need to clean some stuff up, it's fine. It's fine. You have money, but you need
Information.
The deputy might have a little crush.
Okay.
They nothing more than a little crush. They don't think it's anything more than that. But, they like to indulge it a little bit.
Okay.
This certainly isn't the first time you've been asked if they could buy you a drink.
Okay. Just trying to make sure I'm pre-planning. I did not induce that. That is them thinking that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna get in the. Is there anything you need to do before we leave?
No, I've
Anybody
got
el-
everything.
Anybody else want to go with him?
Cicely, when's the last time you came in town?
It's been a while. Fine.
been a while.
Fine.
Yeah.
Go and take a ride. I'm gonna scout around here and see if I can find anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with Grandpa.
You sure about that?
You hear shouting from upstairs.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty good at investigating things.
All right.
Oh, yes.
I cover up my arms as much as my head just to not shine as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, it's a little bit overcast today, so you're not in complete danger of sparkling, but you want to be a little bit careful. You have a hat for such occasions. It's a beautiful, large hat.
Right, Lady Dimitrescu.
I was about to say, Lady Dimitrescu, like, we've got Bella over here in her hoodie, so...
It's like cutting people's arms off.
You all pile into your, I assume, was a beautiful Bentley.
I think it's gonna be more of like a Range Rover situation.
Okay,
Something
Get your
large that
gal.
can fit
Yeah,
a
the
bunch
three of them are
people
getting in that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so y'all all pile into...
Can you drive?
Can I try?
Wait, can you drive?
I have a car.
I mean,
Yeah, that's great. Can you drive it?
you don't need
Can I
dots and
drive?
drive to drive.
Oh, well, that's good because
No,
I
You
can't
can-
drive, so
You just
don't
can
ask
drive
me.
shitty if you don't have a dots to drive.
I can drive, but if you want me to roll for it,
How many dots and drive?
no dots. I have no dots.
It's just a dex roll then at that
Yeah,
point.
can you just roll me straight dex?
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
Do you want to get behind the wheel?
I mean, no, I
Can
don't.
you drive?
I'm no better.
No, I'm the only one who can drive.
I can drive.
Wait, over 6?
Over 6.
One success.
Or 6 and over,
Be a
rather.
hunger die when you roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't
Replace
add it;
one.
it just replaces it.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to ask.
Yay.
Everyone, please roll me a hunger die first.
All right.
I just
Could you roll me a hunger
Speed it
die to
up.
make sure if you...
Oh.
Speed up.
So 0 for hunger would still be a success.
fine.
That's a 10.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you
10.
got 2
Got it.
successes
All right,
now.
so that's cool. I'll
You're good.
re-roll.
You're at 0 hunger.
good.
All right.
I'm up at 1.
You're at
Me
1
too.
hunger.
It's literally the same.
I
almost.
rolled a 1.
I
Oh no, now I have 2.
just rolled
Yeah.
a 6.
Yeah.
You're good.
She good.
I'm good.
You're hungry?
That's a bestial.
Yeah, same.
Nope, you're just hungry. So, yeah, you're just at a 1.
One team.
We got ones, you're good. Okay.
I'm scared.
That rabbit was the opposite of helpful.
Oh, I'm very scared.
I have 2 success and drive now that I've
Cool.
taken hunger into consideration. I am not hungry. I'm at 0 hunger. So we
Okay.
will get down this mountain trail in Georgia in a Range Rover.
It is
Okay.
a little bit testy, those wiggly mountain trails, but you are able to make it down. You drive into town. You pass another cop car, and then you pass a black van, which you can kind of infer that's the corpse wagon. You downtown Cooper, very classic little downtown in the south. It has a town square that the town hall / sheriff's department is nestled right in the middle. It's a big brick building. It has rounded windows. It's that turn of the century, very beautiful town hall with the town square ringed by shops and bars and all of these things that cater to not really the townspeople, more the people who come in for the weekend. So right off the town square is actually the bar you're going to go to. It is called Murphy's Pub.
Okay.
It is very much a stereotypical, maybe verging on offensive Irish bar. Before we do that, you two are going to go out and go into the woods to go hunt. Where's your intention?
Yeah, I'm just going to be scouting around the area. I'm going to sort of... I know the general area where the deaths have been, so I'm going to sort of follow the trajectory back to the...
Are you
most
going to
current one.
start at the trailhead?
No, I'm starting near our... I'm starting out and then working down. I'm not going to run all the way down to the trailhead.
Okay, so you're going to run and kind of just do...
Yeah, because I'm gonna see if they're coming from deep in the woods
Okay.
outward or if they're coming from the other way.
Excellent. So,
So I grab my I got my fin light on my back, and it's, you want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk.
Excellent.
Question. What did you do with the body?
The body?
Yes.
Oh, it's in pieces. Some of it's over there. Some of it's over there. Some of it's in a hole, and I think I fed some to some animal.
Okay. I guess that
It's been surgically done. It's not a hack job. I'm a professional.
I trust you.
I
At McMurphy's pub, you all roll up. You are sitting in the car. You haven't really been downtown since you died. How long have you been dead, would you say?
about 6 or 7 months now.
6 or 7 months. You are a newborn vampire. And while that didn't mean anything to you when you got bit by a pretty girl in the woods, it kind of means something to you now. It means constant gnawing hunger and pushing down rage in your stomach and more power than you know what to do with, and accidentally hurting your friends and yourself sometimes because you don't know your power. You did kind of crush the handle to the car when you got in. It just comes with the territory. It's what happens when you have a baby. You look at this pub, and since you're from here, you've probably been in this pub before. And what does it make you feel when you look at this?
Nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Seeing the people just go in and out however they want, whenever they want. It's nice.
Now, have you been in contact with your family or your friends since, or did you just kind of ghost the town?
I have not been given the opportunity.
Okay. All right, so you all exit the car and walk into the pub, and Garrett, I do also need you to roll another frenzy check as
You're
you
really strong.
walk through the door.
No self-control.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's 2.
For 2. You're still good.
It's a wild one.
Pulling in a Jenga tower.
Oh yeah.
You are pulling in a Jenga tower right now.
It's dreadful.
In here, you two are older. You're practiced at being in human spaces. It smells really good in here. But you're better at kind of keeping those urges down because you feed on animals.
Not old as Pop here, but I'm still pretty old, so that's fair.
Peepaw.
But it still smells really good, and you still. When was the last time you think you've tasted human blood?
Probably not for several hundred years.
God, it smells good in here, but you're good. You're good. You feed on humans. It smells really good in here, but you could eat.
I could eat.
You could eat.
As I look around the pub, do I see anyone who looks just incredibly touristy? Like people I've never seen. Do I see people I've seen before and I've not seen before?
You actually see some. This is actually the townie bar.
Okay.
There are like 1 or 2 hikers in here. They look kind of skittish. They're at the bar. They got kind of some shots, and it's like 6 p.m. now at this point. They're drinking whiskey this early. They're probably a little bit nervous. And you also see Andy sitting at a table in the middle of the pub. She sees you, goes, "Oh, you brought your friends. Hey y'all."
Hi.
She stands and pulls out the chair just for you.
I'm gonna take it.
She is a woman in her early 30s, close cropped hair, very obviously a member of the LGBT community. Does
she have it on her shirt?
Sometimes you can tell.
Got a little pin.
You can tell.
Oh, the pin.
Off duty at this point, but still in her uniform. They have just gotten off work very clearly and just have not had time to change. They sit back down. There's a beer in front of her. And she says, what can I get you to drink?
Oh, I'll take the lemon drop. I love the lemon drops from here.
Lemon drop.
Yes.
I like a girl that's sweet. Okay.
Thank you. And then I brought a couple of some old friends who are just staying with me.
Garrett! Oh my God! How have you been, man? You just fucking ghosted. And she stands up and leans to give you the bro hug clasp.
Cecily is just office staring. Like,
I'm also like,
yeah, she's like,
Sorry. Sorry. And I back up a little bit. We're just gonna get our own booth. Let you two hang out for a bit.
Are you okay, man? Do you got the
Just a little bit of a deadly cold.
it's
it's
deadly?
fine.
Do
No,
you have? Does he have?
he doesn't.
it's
like the
Just
upper respiratory,
fever.
but it's not the same.
They reach into their bag and pull out their back pocket and put on a
where we're going. We're
mask.
Going, gonna
Yep.
loop through Garrett's
It's this
arm and
blue
just
mask,
start walking.
that the police or the sheriff department gives out. Put on the mountain.
We're
Call me, man.
we're walking.
Yep.
We're walking.
Bye.
Oh, I had no idea that you also knew him. We've been friends for a while,
It's a
and I
small
knew he
town.
was from here.
Small town.
But
How long have how long has he been around?
I don't want to tell all his business, but like he got in a little bit of trouble like a few months ago, and he reached out, and I just, you know me, I'm a bleeding heart. I just wanted to give the
Absolutely.
space. So, but please don't mention anything to anyone else because we're dealing with it. Like it. Like, I can't tell you what it is, but we're dealing with it.
Do I need to get involved?
Oh
Do I
no.
need to...
It's nothing some good therapy and some bath bombs and some locked doors. We'll be able to manage ourselves.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it's sometimes it happens, Anyway, so more about the what is happening in the city though.
Yeah. Hey Eli, could I get a lemon drop for the lady, please? And the bartender is Eli Schaefer. He really hot bartender. He's actually only been in town about 2 years. Bought the bar because he thought the name McMurphy's was hysterical. He behind the bar goes, "Gotcha, one coming," and he ducks behind the bar to make a lemon drop for you. Doesn't get to do that much because it's mostly townies here, and they're very much a beer and bourbon crowd.
Oh.
So he's very excited.
I'm happy to see that he is excited.
Andy leans back and he goes, "Okay, so how about let's do this? You tell me a little thing, I'll tell you a little thing. How about that?"
Right?
So what's the deal with Garrett?
Well,
Okay, that's a big one. Is what happened illegal?
of course. There's no problem that's a real problem that's legal.
I
But
mean,
legal in
have you ever
how
had
many
family problems? 'Cause, I
states
mean-
and it could be in Georgia. What is legal?
Fireworks now.
They
They didn't used to be.
It wasn't fireworks that he's.
When I was in high school, they were not legal, and we had to go right
Okay,
over
yeah.
the.
It's drugs. It's drugs. It's definitely drugs.
Okay. Oh, yeah. He's kind of high strung. I always thought
Can
he was
we
in the.
hear this?
Yeah.
I don't know how to turn off heightened senses.
Can I hear this?
You can hear this loud and clear.
I just head and hands.
It's definitely drugs. But I have the best connections, and we're just trying to do this more holistically in the spaces that's more separated from everyone else who will judge him. Because, he was such a good guy, right?
A little high strung, but yeah. I mean, I was, so it's.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Fancy for this part. Usually it's meth, but at least it's not meth. He doesn't look like he's doing meth.
No, he
Looks
doesn't.
Pale though.
Yeah, it's not meth.
Definitely Callista Flockhart vibe. Okay, so I'll give you one. What do you want to know?
That was a real big one that I just gave you too. So, what the hell's happening?
So, there's been a lot of animal attacks lately.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been. But I was in contact with some folks across the border, and they've been having animal attacks too. It's not just been us.
And no one's gotten any actual footage of what kind of animal this is?
There's so that's actually funny. We looked into it, because some hunters put up trail cams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And no, nothing's been caught like on camera because it's they shouldn't be hunting on that area anyway, and it's illegal, and we don't want people getting shot. But there's been some real weird so this is like from a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. This isn't even on the official investigation.
Okay.
That I heard from a guy up in North Carolina who heard from a guy up in Virginia that they found the sheriff, who he younger guy, does hunting and around the area, had some trail cams up. Also just likes to look at pretty animals because who doesn't.
Okay. Yes.
They're cute as hell. Except when they're eating your tomatoes.
Okay. Focus.
Sorry.
I'm gonna, push her beer away from her.
That's fair.
Focus.
Had a bunch of trail cams crushed. And so I've been trying to convince the sheriff to put out trail cams out there.
Like stepped on by possibly a deer or a rogue cow or...
No, crushed.
Oh.
Yeah, like they're...
Still hanging and...
Still hanging. It just looks like it's just smashed to bits.
I'm going to text Pop here some of what I am hearing.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's your name now.
Is he Pop or is he Peepaw?
That's sorry.
You can call people.
You'll be Peepaw.
And then you're Pop.
Pop and
I'm Pop.
No, you call him Peepaw. You are the one that calls him. You guys get it.
You're Mima.
You're Meemaw?
You actually
Peepaw
are
and
Meemaw.
Meemaw.
That is
You are
fair.
You're older than me.
That's-
Meemaw and Peepaw.
For this group here.
Yep. I'll
Yeah.
call you
Pop-Pop.
Meemaw and Pop.
Oh, the tables have turned. But yeah, I'm gonna text
You're just
him
Henry.
this information of what I'm hearing that we have
The baby,
south of the border,
Henry,
and
Madam.
that trail cams have been crushed.
Henry.
Henry.
Like 3, 4 E's of Henry.
Disappointed tone, Henry.
That's your name.
So,
Sorry.
Milo, you get a text.
Yeah, I flip open my phone.
Oh no!
Henry's obnoxiously peering over your shoulder.
And what does your text say specifically?
Oh, eavesdropping, comma. I'm hearing that there is some activity south of the border?
North.
North of the border,
Because
okay.
you were in Georgia. This is the
That's-
south as
okay.
the Appalachian Trail gets.
I thought you said south,
No,
so that's
north.
why I was But north of the
If
border.
I did, I was wrong. North of the border.
Leading down here, as we suspected, trail cams have been crushed. Period.
We scroll through the text.
I know, long.
Tap, tap, tap.
I have an
tap, tap,
actual,
tap, tap,
you
tap,
know.
tap, tap, tap,
And his
tap,
mags,
tap, tap,
like,
tap,
he's
tap.
probably looking at the magnified screen, so it's like 3 words.
Okay. Alright, I closed the phone and said, Henry. Jesse said that some trail cameras got crushed on the way down here from up north, so
Sounds like newborn MO.
sounds like something don't want to be seen. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, it's smart enough to know to hit the cameras.
And that's not an animal.
Well,
Don't
not-
worry, I brought my tools. And he opens his coat and it's just scalpels.
Good.
Hey, kid, you want to buy a murder?
You want to buy a scalpel?
Back at the bar, they're going, yeah, and it's just so there have been like 3 animal attacks, that have been here, that have been noted, but there's no, you know what? I get another one.
Okay. Sometimes when he's having like a real bad trip, he'll just like do this. Is that what you wanted me? Is that it?
I did not know you could trip on coke.
Yeah. Whatever you do when you're being weird.
Do you not?
Ask another one. I don't want to go in detail on that.
Well,
one.
you started that one.
I did. It was my fault. I looked into it.
Let's see. How old are you?
I'm like peering over the.
Asking a lady her age.
old enough.
37.
How long have you been 37?
Since my birthday. last year.
Okay, it's not like a I'm 37 this year kind of thing like every year.
And if it is,
I'm just asking. I like an older lady. It's fine.
how old are you?
I am 31 years old.
Oh, a baby. And I take her drink and I like take a sip out of it and I put it back.
I like a woman that knows what she likes.
And I like when you give me more information.
Okay. At that point, Eli swipes by, deposits the lemon drop in front of you, gives you a, you ladies have fun now, and moves over to y'all's table, looks at you both, has seen you walk in. You're something new.
Okay, good, because if he knew care too, I'd be like, oh, snap. he's
You're
got that.
something new. He's never seen you before. He's new to town. And I'm new in town. He's new to town, so you don't get the same. Oh, hey. What can I get you guys? Anything?
I'll just take a whiskey on the rocks.
Whiskey on the rocks? You, ma'am?
Your favorite drink?
You order like a 21-year-old who just got their license.
He stops for a second. Can I see your ID? Like, can I see your IDs?
Sure.
Can I take it out?
Yes. And he holds out his ID.
Must be nice.
Looks at
good
them
idea.
both.
Can I roll to have gotten them upstate IDs? Just
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
What would that have been?
Dex and Craft.
Yeah, let's do Dex and... Actually,
No resource.
what would that be? It wouldn't be a larceny. It would
Tech.
Subterfuge.
be... Subterfuge.
Yes,
We'll do
I think
subterfuge.
We should do that. All right. Just that.
Yeah.
All right.
Must be nice to get carded. So
You never get guarded.
Us older folk.
I mean,
Olds.
I don't got a card.
I was unfortunately turned.
Fine. Oh my
twice.
God.
I'm
Hills,
still
yeah.
young.
I got 6s and 9s.
Yeah.
And I need to figure out
69.
which
I was
one's
like a married
which.
man with children.
6 is a pass. 6
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
6 good. Anything above 6.
a... Okay, then 4 successes.
Yeah, these are good. He's just...
Okay.
Because he has nothing else to do but look at old Southern people. This man is very clearly from New England, and he does not enjoy being around old Southern folks. So he's just like taking every little bit of these young people that he can get. Goes, okay, here you go. Whiskey on the rocks and whiskey sour. Right up.
So I'm like watching, like casually watching them. Like,
I'm
okay.
watching you too.
Yeah, well,
over there.
I'm more watching this Eli guy, but I'm just like, okay, all right, okay.
Just watching each other.
I don't know. I'm not the one making up a drug trip.
Can I just take a peer around the bar to see if there's anyone that looks out of character?
Yes. Could you roll me a what's investigation?
Can do.
Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
Investigation.
Investigation.
That is 3.
3. Okay. You see a lot of people in here you recognize. You see your old high school principal in here.
Oh, good.
Fudge.
They don't see you. They're in here with your wife. Their wife, not your wife.
Got interested real fast.
I knew it!
Whoa.
No. Okay, sorry.
Oh Lord. That was gonna be a very
They're
different
here
day,
with
very
their wife. Not your wife.
This is a very telenovela twist here.
Mr. Rogers, no. But you do see there are 2 hikers in here. There's a guy, like a guy who looks a bit like 18, white guy dreads, looks like he's got the stoner hoodie on, backpack on the floor, and then there's another guy there who looks older, maybe mid to late 20s, actual like hiking gear, but you notice he has it's just very, because it just stands out with the rest of his hiking outfit, military kind of boots, the the army boots on. And he is drinking a whiskey with this guy while this younger man in the white guy dreads just chatters on nervously. And they are sitting up at the bar. You do not recognize either of these people, but they have backpacks with them. You can assume they're probably hikers.
Here, I'll point them out to Cicely, just so we can listen in on their conversation.
Okay. Could you please roll me a, just a wits awareness?
Okay.
Just listen,
And
just to narrow it down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta count like I'm on Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Okay. There's kind of chatter over here and chatter over here, but you hear them kind of going, the, dreads going, we haven't seen her since 2 days ago. It's got to be her. Man, who else could it be? Either, she was going to start out on there the other day, who else could it be? She hasn't even texted me. She said she was going to text me and send me selfies from the trail. And then the military guy kind of knocks his whiskey back and he goes, I don't know, man. She's smarter than that to get attacked by bears. She's smarter than that. She knew how to carry her shit. She knew how to hide her food. I just don't think it's her. She was too smart for that. There's no way. Meanwhile, over by your conversation, Andy goes, all right, so number 2 then for you. Crime scene's still there. It was real nasty. I haven't seen one like that. It was bad.
Like bad how?
Bad like...
You could describe it to me. My stomach's pretty
So,
solid.
like I said, there have been more than just the 3 that have been reported. There have been a couple other disappearances and 2 other deaths. The sheriff didn't want to talk about 2 of them. I told him we should, because I swear to God they're part of it. He said, no, they're just regular trail accidents. I just don't think so, I think they're involved.
So what was the difference between the ones that were possibly accidents and these ones?
Well,
this really
so
dreadful one.
There were... Now, between you and me, I don't think I don't think we have a serial killer. There's no possible way.
Okay.
But, I don't know, maybe someone's let loose some sort of, wolf or something. Some, breeders fucking let loose a wolf or something. I don't know. That's the only thing that I can describe.
Just a
because
real
it's
messy...
a tear. Oh, yeah, tear up. It's just, bits and pieces everywhere. It's nasty. There's blood everywhere. And it wasn't like that at the other 2, but I don't know. Sometimes you get a hunch. Sometimes you got to trust your gut. My gut says these other 2 did. And the other one was 2 months ago, but the other one was actually 2 weeks ago. I think they're still in the morgue. It was just a guy that fell off a cliff. In all honesty, it looks like it just fell off the cliff, but it don't make sense. He was an experienced hiker. His wife said he knew what he was doing. I don't know how that could happen.
So, all right, we have one in the morgue who looks like a possible cliff accident, maybe suicide, just throwing that out there. And then we have one crime scene where?
Well, it's at the trailhead. That's what
It still hasn't been cleaned.
Well, it's probably in the body van on the way to the morgue now, probably. I left there. I kind of lost my lunch. I hope you don't think less of me.
Of course not. This is very hard. I'm going to reach over and, touch her hand. It's very hard to...
When we touch her hand,
Your skin is ice cold.
Touch people.
she kind of reaches back and goes, "Oh my God, your hands are fucking
I'm
cold."
sorry, between the beer and probably this drink's a little cold
You
and...
poor thing.
Yeah, a bad iron.
My cousin has that thing where the hands, there's like not enough blood flow.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Iron deficiency.
I think so. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do you want me to get you a coffee?
Oh no, no, I'm good with my lemon drop.
Okay.
But thank you for caring. And it's just also cold, not from like the Louisiana South where it's way more humid.
Well, it's wetter there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wait until August and it's going to be like a swamp out there.
Yeah, per usual. So, okay, so, I mean, is there any other? You have such good information, and I appreciate that you're taking this time to tell me because, I think.
Well, you pay me good, so.
Yeah.
And it helps to get to look at a pretty face.
Oh well, likewise.
You ever going to let me take you out on a date?
Well, I'd probably feel much better if the town was a little bit safer.
I know.
But I will
I'm trying.
keep that in mind. Plus, this is a little bit new territory for me as well.
You ever dated a woman before?
Oh, yes, bunny.
Oh, then what's new territory?
You are, darling.
She gets a little flustered. Oh.
Clutch my pearls.
Meanwhile, at your
Our booth.
at your booth,
Our booth.
you have got your drinks. Eli floated around the table for a little bit, likes a pretty girl, thinks you're a pretty girl, but had to go tend to some old people at the bar. You've been watching.
Gladys.
Ah, fuck, it's Gladys. Shit, I'll be
Your
right
bitter
back.
rival, Gladys.
I would love that.
Cecily will remember this. You have been kind of watching these two hikers talk, and the military guy just get more and more just like, you can see it in his stance. He just does not like to be around this dude. And, as he finishes his whiskey, he goes, all right, I'm going back to the hostel. I don't know, are you going out tonight? And Dreads goes, no, I'm going to go back out. Madison and I are going to do s'mores and take some film for her TikTok and do some Instagram stuff. I actually got a sponsor, and she got a sponsor too, so we're going to do some collabs and stuff like that. It's going to be great content. And the other guy goes, don't you think that's kind of like tacky in this situation? He goes, why is it tacky? We're not talking about whoever died. It's just still, Appalachian Trail, we're going to do it, like, challenge, woohoo. And Military Boots goes, okay, man, I'll see you there. And he hops off his bar stool, picks up his backpack, and walks out the door. And then a couple moments later, Dreads walks out the door also. You and Andy kind of talk for a little while. You try to get a little more out of her. It's pretty much the rest what she knows is what you heard on the, on the news blast.
Okay.
Finishes her drink. You finish your lemon drop. It tastes. Definitely doesn't taste as good as blood. Definitely does nothing to you. You are going to go have to hork it up later.
That's fine.
But a lady never does that in front of guests. After Andy finishes their beer, she goes, I'm sorry. I would love to stay and chat, but it's kind of been a rough night, so I'm going to go home and eat her Stouffer's mac and cheese in my underwear.
Okay.
But I'll let you know if anything else happens.
Yeah, you
Definitely.
Please keep me posted. I want to make sure, especially where the house is located, we need to keep our security tight and.
Absolutely. If you ever need like extra security help, I can come around and do some loops. It's fine. It's no big deal, even on my off time.
Kids are
Oh,
calling it
that's-
these days.
If you're coming to visit, it will not be for work. I'll
Oh.
just let you know that. But if you do have any, local security that happen to be contracted in the area short term, those are usually the best because
Okay,
they're
yeah.
unbiased, very strong. We'll
Well,
set them up.
one of the guys that I went to high school with actually does that. So,
Oh.
yeah.
But he lives here, or he's new in town, or?
Oh, no, like we went to high school and he does the security. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think Garrett was like in his class.
Oh.
Actually, I was a couple years above him. So,
Oh, okay.
You know.
Well, again, please keep the Garrett.
Oh no, I
on
definitely won't be texting the group chat tonight. I won't tell anybody.
Cops have a group chat?
Yeah,
Well,
The cops have a Discord?
probably.
did I put? It's probably a Slack. I'm trying to find something to maybe help that, but I don't think I have anything to control your mind.
Nope.
Okay.
Should have brought Henry along.
You're just real pretty.
Yeah. Shoot.
I can control people's minds.
Just be
Okay.
persuasive.
They stand up, kind of brush themselves off and go, pat you on the shoulder and notice how cold you are and go,
It's that iron. I know. It's been. My
eat
pills.
some liver.
Well, I have these like iron horse pills. It's very hard to get iron for like women's vitamins,
Yeah.
and they take forever to come in the mail. The really good ones. So this
Comes
has just
fast.
been,
I mean, my cousin does essential oils. If you're into that, apparently that helps with feminine issues.
I am not interested, but do
All
the
right.
best look for them.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll see you. And over at the booth, waves to you.
I'm looking as wide-eyed and jittery as I can to support this apparent Coke theory.
I'm not like, you're doing good, buddy. You're doing really
Ever
good.
done drugs? How good is this performance?
I don't know what a drug
Can you
doing
roll
is.
me? Can you roll me a
Perform drugs.
deception?
Manipulation.
Deception, manipulation.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Perform drugs.
That is
This is your body on meth.
it's a messy critical.
Not bad.
He performs math instead.
I think a little bit of blood starts to come out of my nose.
Well,
Like an
so you
overdose.
don't have blood. However,
Spicy blood.
you have something called venom.
Spicy blood.
So what happens here is you are putting on a very good performance. You kind of overshoot it into meth. And Andy definitely notices and goes, "Oh shit. Are you sure? Oh my god." And as you're sitting there doing the jitters, you are holding the glass and you completely not just shatter, you pulverize it into like sand in your grasp. And she goes, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna go." Eli looks up and he goes, "You all right over there, man?
He's fine. It's a
I'm sorry.
parlor trick gone
Yeah.
wrong. Just,
Please don't do that. Those actually cost me money."
I'll just like fork out like a 20.
Thank
Another
you.
20.
All right, I'll
your-
save
tip-
my awe.
yeah. You, it's like sand. Everyone in this bar has turned to look at you. Even your high school principal.
Oh,
Great. My head is down, my eyes are forward, and I'm wishing that I was in the woods right now.
Awesome.
I'm going to. Okay, dang it. All right, hold on. As this is happening, I do want to try to use awe
Okay.
to distract.
Okay.
Is that a good distraction tool? Okay, is it going to be?
that's pretty good.
Oh, carp. I didn't put how much. I think I only have one in that. In
That's fine.
All right.
It works. You're,
Yeah,
You're,
but I'm gonna go like towards the bar and be like, oh, like take her money and like put on the bar and be like, we are so sorry from our household, and like looking at the principal, like like we would never do this on purpose.
Yeah,
like it's so
you-
good to see you guys. Just so sorry. Like
you make this big performance and you are just this pretty rich lady. Just beautiful, pretty rich lady. Just practically glowing, one might say.
probably highlighter game is strong.
That is some really good highlighter. Every eye is on you, and after a few minutes, this incident is forgotten.
Yeah, I'm just like,
And-
So say, can I like storyteller? Can I, just quietly escort this
Yeah,
man
you're
out
able
of
to
the bar?
silently escort them out.
I'm just gonna flourish out like, good night, everyone. Very, be safe. Like bow.
Into the woods. We have Grandpappy and Dr. Jones.
Henry.
Dr. Murder.
Hey, Henry, how fast are you?
Dr. Moida.
I am too fast.
Cool. Yeah, I'm good. I'm roused fleetness, and
Cool.
I'm actually I'm actually hauling ass through here with heightened senses up
I also have
because we got too much ground to cover.
You know the baseball
time.
scene in Twilight? You're doing that.
Yeah, I
Hold
got.
on. Does fleetness-
Spider Monkey?
It's not blink, but it makes it go real fast.
Does fleetness cost a rouse check?
Yeah.
Let me just pencil in another square.
Oh, good.
That man, you just murdered that poor man.
All for nothing.
Yeah. So I'm
For the
just.
thrill.
Yeah, I'm just flying forward with Henry like close by, and yeah, I'm scouting the area. I'm looking for like out of place tracks, more blood,
Okay.
like things like that.
Please roll me a wits investigation, both of you.
Sweet. 1, 2, 3, and
Maybe spend a willpower. Like 2 successes.
2
Okay.
successes.
All right, you you know, you're kind of going up. You're kind of going parallel to the trail. You're getting this is really frustrating. You got a wild hair before when this started, and it bugged you a little bit more than it bugged the other people because you've seen shit. You've been around.
Oh wait, I forgot to add in the heightened senses. Sorry.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, me too.
3 successes. No.
3 successes
Yep.
instead of 2? Okay. You got that helps. You've done this kind of lap before, you know, it's been really frustrating. You've even gone up into Virginia through the trail. You know, it's like a weekend kind of thing for you because you go so fast, you can kind of run up and down. It only takes a couple days. You really haven't found anything because you're not really sure what you're looking for. But this time, you kind of catch on to something, and you actually are closer to the trailhead at this point. You're not at the trailhead because there's a bunch of people there, and
Yeah, I'm not keen on that right now.
yeah, but you're kind of up and off the trail, and you see something, and it's too bright a color. It's green. It's very green this time of year. You know, it's in June, but it's too bright still. It's a bright purple scrap of cloth, and you see it caught on a bit of bark, and it looks like something has brushed by it.
Yeah, it's kind of skid to a stop nearby it.
I stopped too.
You reckon this is one of the recently deceased?
Could be. Can I do a science something for forensics to investigate this?
Yes, you may.
Lit.
Intelligence and
I have literal science as well as
literal
investigation.
science.
Okay.
You have a forensic
Literal
specialty?
Literal science.
I just have a bunch of science.
Okay.
But I do work in the medical field, so,
So it's intelligence and your science with your... What is your specialty for science?
I didn't write one down. I assume it's medicine, but I also have medicine as a skill.
Do forensics.
Forensics, sure.
We'll give you forensics. That's fair.
Forensics.
Yeah, that's fair for science. I
Science, literal. Is his specialty.
Science.
I'm the storyteller.
All
I can do what I
science.
want mid-game.
3. All right, and you said intelligence?
Yes.
I got lots of these.
That's a lot of dice.
There's a lot of dice. It's more dice than I think I have for my whole sheet for anything I could possibly do.
6 successes.
6 successes.
Big brain. That's it.
Okay.
I'm brainy and that's all.
You take this scrap of cloth and you look at it. It's soaked with blood. It's it is it's not fresh. But
Give it a little lick.
But you assume that it's been, like, it's from the incident. You don't know when the death occurred, but this isn't, like, brown yet, so it's not, like, old blood. And it's not sticky, but it's stiff. So it's fresher. So it's probably around between 12 and 24 hours old. Which means the death probably occurred either in the middle of the night or early in the morning. You sniff, taste. You're very familiar with the taste, the kind of taste sensations that human blood brings. You've had a veritable buffet of blood at different points in your life. This tastes interesting. Certain things can make blood taste different. Medicine, drugs, illnesses even. This doesn't taste like anything you've ever tasted before. Does
it taste like fear? Because as a big game hunter, I quite literally hunt down my victims. I would know what fear tastes like.
You definitely detect there's adrenaline. There's a lot of adrenaline in here. That is definitely something you can sense. But it's not just the adrenaline. There's something off about this blood.
I communicate this to Milo. I go, well, it's definitely human. It's about 12-ish hours old. We're talking midnight to early morning, and it tastes. How do I put this? It's on the tip of my tongue. It tastes quite peculiar. You see, it's not my usual flavors, and I'm good at making flavors appear when I want them to. So this tastes like not quite anything I could label. It's not adrenaline. It's not drugs. It's not any kind of high. It could be the flavor of sex. I'm not familiar with that one, but I really don't know.
You know the flavor of sex, and it's definitely not that.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I don't particularly care about your preferred vintages. What makes it peculiar?
That's the thing. I don't know why it tastes the way it does. Here, you go ahead and lick it. And I wave it in his face. I go, just lick it. It tastes weird. Tastes kind of like beans a little bit. Do you remember what beans taste like?
Tastes like beans.
I forgot.
Vaguely. All right, I ain't really played around with human a bit. I'll just give it a lick.
All right, give me a what would this be? Because this isn't exactly science, because you're not doing science on this, you're
Would
just
it be
nomming it.
occult?
Is it like awareness or insight or?
It would be, let's say wits awareness on this
All
one.
right. I still got heightened going on.
I forgot I have that, honestly.
3 successes.
3 successes. Every time you roll, I start with, you're old, right?
Oh yeah.
So old.
It's my defining feature.
You're old.
Grandpappy.
You have definitely, before you made your switch, you have drunk a lot of blood before, and this does not taste also like anything you've ever had. This is something, it's human, but question mark? There's a question mark on there, and that makes you worried.
It doesn't taste like anything I've ever had, but does it have any ring of familiarity to it?
I have a question.
Like something anything I might have smelled, even if I haven't tasted it.
Okay, roll me a d10.
I have a quick out of character question while
Yes.
he's rolling. If we buy one of each other, number one, can we? Number two, sure it hurts, but number three, will it kill us because we're made out of venom, or will it just taste bad?
No, vampire venom is very painful. If you bite another vampire, it hurts very bad. It stings very bad, and it leaves a very noticeable scar.
And it's not going to feed us at all.
And it's not going to feed you at all. It's
Yeah.
straight venom.
Fair.
I got a success, but not a critical.
You got a success?
Mm-hmm.
This reminds you of, a lot of things have happened in your long life. You've seen a lot of things.
You're old.
You're old. This rings a very distant bell. This has been a literal 1,000 years previously. There are things that are not just vampires in the world.
Yep.
This reminds you of something like that.
I immediately want to look around the tree, see if there's any footprints, any tracks at all.
No footprints, no tracks. So everything is, there's still, even though it's summer, covered by leaves.
Shit.
As he's looking, I'm gonna do that thing that kids do when they have a wet washcloth, and just suck on the washcloth.
And, yeah, I'm just like circling the tree looking for it. Shit.
What's the matter, Milo?
I don't know.
Washcloth out.
I don't know.
It tastes really bitter the more you taste it, and the more it's like you get, you know what it's like when you like are eating peanuts and you get a really bad peanut?
I don't like peanuts. Damn. I'm sorry.
That's good. I don't know. Stay here. I get hungrier, and combination soaring leap traversal. Milo goes straight up the tree.
You're leaving? Okay, bye.
It just,
Okay.
I'm gonna get.
Climb up like a spider monkey.
Yeah, like
One
it's-
might say.
like,
I put the
it's
washcloth
like
in an evidence
leaping.
bag.
And I'm getting up as high as I can. Once I get up as high as I can, I'm just moving the Seiko off my back, and I'm looking out with the scope, and I want to see if there's anything in eye line,
Anything in the eye line?
like anything in eye line that's like noticeable moving, that's like big enough to be making motions.
You don't see anything. You look out using that. You don't see anything. The nearest movement you do see is at the trailhead. You see big old fat man, big old sheriff hat, just full of a Rick Grimes hat, finishing up, rolling up some crime scene tape and taping it off. And you see in the middle of the clearing one last cop car. This crime scene sitting there, and if you look really hard, because you know you've got this in your sights now, you do see another scrap of purple fabric over there, and you see kind of the scene. It is, frankly, it's like a giant, just a gore fest. It is just, the clearing is covered with blood.
Cop car leaving, or is it hanging around?
The cop, the guy that you see, you can't really tell who it is from here, stands there for a second, lights a cigarette, goes to the cop car, and then gets in and drives away.
Yeah, I just sit and watch until he drives away. I just sling it back over, scramble back down the tree.
Bird watching, are we?
You ain't still hungry, are you?
Yes.
Well, hold it in, because crime scene's clear, and I think we might have a little bit more looking to do.
Okay.
All right, are y'all gonna run over the crime scene?
Yep.
All right.
Do we have to rouse again?
No, you can. This is.
I'm
gonna
not. I'm not going super fast. If it was
Oh, you're not?
able to be seen in my scope, it's not too terribly far.
It's not. You're not very far away.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna.
I'm not seeing miles and miles away.
You are going to get over to the crime scene within a couple of minutes. It would probably be about an hour walk as
Yeah.
humans, but you even power walking, it's fast.
Yeah.
You get over here, and I want you both to, as you walk up on this scene, there is no one here. It looks like the cops have kind of closed off this area. I want you both to make a wits investigation for this scene, please. And you may, because you're now familiar kind of with what's going on, you may add one more die to your
Okay.
roll.
Willpower?
5 critical.
Yes, thank you.
5 critical.
5 critical.
Burn a willpower.
Oh shoot!
Can we roll 3? 1, 2, 3.
I lost my notes. That's fine. I remember what it was.
All right.
2.
What's this one?
3 successes.
3 successes. You come up to the crime scene covered in blood. I would like you to make me a frenzy check, please.
Okay.
I'm at 2 hunger now. Just to,
You go and make me a frenzy check
just
as
a
well.
note
There
for
is
you.
an incredible amount of blood.
Yep.
3, 4.
It is dead blood though, so it is dried blood, so it's not going to be as bad.
I got 2.
You're fine. You're fine. Okay.
That would be embarrassing.
That would be embarrassing. Yeah, it's been dried,
Yeah.
but it's still live enough where it'll be. It does cause an itch in your throat. You've just recently fed, but it smells pretty good. But you notice underneath that smell of blood, both of you, there is that smell again that you noticed before, that strange smell. You both see the scrap of purple fabric.
I'll match it just to make sure.
Embedded in the tree, but embedded into something that looks like claw marks into the tree. And if you put your hand against it, it's 5 fingers.
I don't even got it. I can see it.
And you, with your critical, you're looking around with your eagle eyes, looking around this whole thing, and you kind of catch something fluttering in the wind. You walk over to it, pick it up, and it is a tuft of what looks like animal hair.
Henry, get the others back home.
Okay. Everyone gets a text in the group chat. It's on Discord, and it says, "Home meeting right away." And he uses a GIF of the Simpson family.
My phone cannot support Discord. I just look at that.
And
You get like a translated text. It has like some code at the bottom of an image title. It doesn't.
I don't. I'm next to you anyway. And I just stuff it in my pocket. And, come on. This is bad.
And with that, we are going to go to break. hello, welcome back. When we last left our vampires, because they are vampires and not kindred, our grandpappy Milo found some mysterious animal hair at the scene of the death. Crime, question mark? And has called the rest of his coven back to their house. And now we start there. You have all convened back in your very beautiful living room. It is now, without everything all told, it's around like 8 o'clock now. It's darker. It's actually now twilight.
Wink.
It's the movie name.
The blue hour, one might say.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, wink.
Nudge.
All right.
I would like to first find my crumpled door handle on my car.
Which one? There's now two.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you use a different door if you knew that you had
One
one?
that's crumpled.
Oh my god.
What did you do, baby?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Also,
Listen,
did I
listen,
not
child,
say
what
who
did
I
you
was
do?
going to see when I left? Did I not say don't what if I know the person, if you know the people I'm talking about in town, you have to tell me these things.
I didn't know who you were meeting.
Okay. I thought I
You went
said
to town and met old friends?
They spotted me. Yes.
Oh, you're not a thought behind those eyes. That's okay.
Well, while we're on the topic, do we want to go over what y'all went into before I drop the bad news?
Right. Bad first, then good.
Ah.
I always like a little optimism
I
at
think
the
it's
end.
bad.
Yeah, there's no-
but
there's
you
no
being
good.
concerned about something is
Yep,
concerning
y'all
me.
go first because we'll be on this for a while.
well
Okay.
I think I gave you most of the information.
yeah, what the humans know is
Nothing.
basically there's
Nothing else?
yeah, they think it's animal cracked.
I will
Cameras.
say, I think a couple of very
I could get you some nice stuff.
foolish young hikers might be headed down there tonight.
You think so?
Really? Where?
You
are
do
not
remember.
going.
You do remember the hiker said they were going back to the hostel, not down to the
Okay.
down to the trail.
Okay. So they are in the area.
Mhm.
Although, didn't one of them say he was gonna go do something? Do some Instagram lives, getting some subscribers.
S'mores and stuff.
They both said they were both going back to the hostel. One, there is a fire pit there.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I thought
Is
they were going
known.
camping,
It's
too.
like kind of
Yeah,
out front.
I was like, oh no.
All right.
Oh, if you do want some good news, there is that bartender still at McMurphy's. I'm not.
Oh, you that?
What? What? Why did you point at me and went,
Henry, you
I'm not gonna eat him. I don't eat every human I come across.
Okay, good. Don't eat
Alright.
this one.
Why?
Alright.
Just don't.
Is he like, are you guys trying to be a thing?
There's no you guys. There's no thing. Don't eat that one.
Oi.
Oh, he's a pet.
All right. Focus.
Did you just oi at me?
Yes, I did.
I have a doctorate. Don't you oi at me.
Good. So, think of some kind of animal.
Yes, an animal that can break cameras that are hanging suspended from trees.
An animal.
An animal that is smart enough to break cameras hanging from trees, that leaves claw marks about the size of my head, and leaves this behind. I just pulled a massive like tuft of fur out of my pocket, and just put it on
pulled
the
the scarf
table
out?
in between us.
Purple
That's it.
scrap of fabric, lots of blood. It tastes funny.
Essentially, I know you prefer the fur on the animals, but you think you any good at recognizing the fur off the animals?
I would like you to roll an intelligence.
Animal chem?
No, this is going to be a. I want you all to roll. No,
Oh.
you roll an intelligence animal can. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Specifically. And then I'll have you all roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I show you the scarf and it's got the blood on it. I go,
You-
tastes funny.
You put it in your mouth
Of course.
from outside.
He puts everything in his mouth.
said-
I do not put everything in my
Animal
mouth.
can.
That
And
sounds
what?
dirty.
Intelligence.
Oh. Okay, well.
No, I had to see what kind of blood it was, so I gave it a lick.
Don't forget your
And don't
hunger.
forget your blood
My
dice.
extensive palate.
Shake,
It's human, but spicy.
Spicy.
shake.
That's the best way to describe it. It's human,
Bitter.
but bitter.
Nice.
You don't have any other way to.
Four.
Like a penny.
And then.
That doesn't matter.
Okay,
Have a lick
doesn't
of
matter.
penny?
So I have 4.
You have 4. Okay.
pounds?
I've
You
looked
look
a lot
at
of
this
things,
fur.
Yes.
What are you looking?
Pennies.
You know, lick it, look at
Not
it,
that sheriff,
Oh, I'm
Guys.
looking at.
deputy.
smell it. This is nothing you've ever seen. You.
What I know about.
It seems like it's an animal, but you just this is no animal you know of. Would you roll me a intelligence history check?
I don't have any history aside from the fact that I lived it. Let's see.
History?
It's your ability to remember.
Oh yeah. What would that?
Well,
could I do academics? I don't have a history.
History's not on this sheet.
History. Then roll me a occult.
An intelligence and occult.
Yeah.
2 whole dice.
Yay!
1. 1 success.
Lovely. Actually, hold on. Yeah, an intelligence. Yeah, that would be the best one. Yeah, you just got no clue. You just got no fucking clue what this is.
This is not an animal that I have ever come across, and I know pretty much all of them, especially the ones in this area.
That's okay. I can fill in the blank for you. I think what we're dealing here is a honest to God, genuine werewolf.
You mean a child of the moon?
That I do.
You three all roll me an intelligence occult, please. This is I realize we have the olds in the news.
That or some of the shifters got wily, but
I don't think that's them.
they'd be smarter.
Frick.
1.
Oh, I jumped it. One. I got you.
Thanks.
Floor dice don't count.
Yeah. Okay. 5 successes.
5 successes.
5 with a messy crit.
I got a
Oh,
good
wow.
brain.
You. No clue.
No idea.
You've got no clue. You. Who has the messy crit? You did? We'll get to you in a second. You have been around your elders for a while. You know, on nights where he's feeling more, chatty, he's very a solitary guy. You know, Milo will talk about the olden days back in the old world where he is originally from. Definitely has talked about there was a time where the Volturi led a hunt down of the children of the moon, which you would also known as werewolves. The Volturi wanted to hunt these down to extinction. They are, at the time, were the only other creatures they knew that were able to kill vampires. And they were particularly deadly because they could walk among humans in the daytime with little to no indication that they were anything other than human. And during the full moon turned into very monstrous beasts that also fed on humans and could kill you. Blood, not particularly edible, not very useful for vampire reasons, but not that you would want to get too close unless you were trying to kill them. Largely was successful, but like all good campaigns and wars, some escaped. Probably. You don't know, but it seems like they did. Garrett, you've spent time, with Milo, has heard his stories, and with Cecily. You've heard Cecily mention the Children of the Moon before, but you've sat around Milo, telling these stories, and you've already had a bad day, and this kind of gets you. This gets to the core of you. This is terrifying. You've already been seen and known by people you grew up with. You are barely hanging on by a thread. You fed today and it did nothing. I need you to roll a frenzy check again, and this is going to be a difficulty 4.
Why are you trying to hurt
Just
us?
one at a time.
He's a baby.
That's good. That's good. Good. That is a 1.
What? I thought these were good. He was saying good.
You have not lost it yet, which is a feat among the newborns. And you kind of know that you've been doing good.
So good.
However, this kind of, your nerves kind of in this moment overtake you, and you kind of feel like just this red fear and terror kind of wash over you and kind of take over your vision, and all you know is fear and hunger and the burning pain in your throat and the knowledge that there is a predator that preys on predators out after you, and you are unhinged. You try to run, and right now the closest thing that you can see is this beautiful plate glass window. You just go running for it.
Is running for it?
Yeah.
Can I try to commandeer that?
Yeah,
Okay.
anyone can if you want to.
What do I roll
I'll
for
let
that?
you go.
I'm gonna have
wanna
you
watch it
roll
happen.
let me look. You're gonna roll a strength and brawl to kind of get him down.
Boo, bro.
If she doesn't make it, I got something.
Cool.
Unless I want to chop him, that's not really an option.
No.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just not gonna stop him.
I know you're not going to.
I only have one. I got one.
Like
You
I
got
said,
one. Could you roll me a dex and brawl, please?
Get it?
Yes.
He's been doing really bad, so it's gonna be a really good one. I already know it.
If we get a maintenance crew up here to fix the window, I can eat one.
That's cocked. 2.
Okay.
you
What do you want
can't
to do?
eat things.
Me?
You lunge for him, and he uses that newborn strength and that newborn speed, and he goes zoop and just like squirts right out of your grip.
Roused fleetness. The moment he squirts out of her grip, I'm just shoulder checking him.
Shoulder check. Could you roll me a strength and brawl, please?
Could I use dexterity since I'm going for speed
Dex
and
and
not...
yep. You can use dex and brawl. Yep.
All right.
It's a lot of dice.
3 successes.
3 successes, 2 successes. Yeah, you are able to wham into him, and you are doing that vampire speed with the brand new newborn kind
Yep.
of frenzy, fear, strength. You shoulder check him, and he flies, and
Yep.
he flies into. You have a beautiful, nice baby Grand,
Oh no.
and you now don't have a nice, beautiful baby Grand. Slams into the baby Grand, just absolutely, just in tatters. You're on the floor. You are still losing your mind. All you can think of, I need to get out of here. I need to eat.
And
I need to get out of here.
On that note, I'm gonna put a knee straight on his chest.
Knee straight on his chest.
Yep.
Is anyone else going to come in here and help put him down?
Can I use dominate on a frenzying vampire?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right. What do you use specifically?
I forgot I don't have compel this time.
You sure don't.
I sure don't.
Do you want to demontate him?
I can do some. It's fine.
All right, cool. You take
Alright,
care of
yeah,
it.
So I roused, and I'm gonna roll for my.
Just take compel. And I didn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to calm him down,
Okay.
and I met the difficulty. So, knee on the chest, straight in the eyes, and I just go, get it together, and you're going to regain willpower and calm down.
Okay,
now-
so there is a frenzying newborn vampire. Neither of you have ever seen this. Well, you have been the frenzying newborn vampire very specifically.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you've caused some problems in Whitechapel, but
Not a big deal.
you know very intimately what he's feeling right now. You maybe have seen this a couple times. This has been something you've been in battles before. You know what this. You know how to handle this. You know how to put down a newborn. You could, in this moment, take him out if you needed to. Just take the head off and it's burn. It's very easy. But instead, you choose mercy and you choose to calm him down. You reach down deep with those thousands of years of wisdom and knowledge, and you're able to reach out to Garrett, and slowly, even in this moment, you're hungry and you're scared and you're stressed and you're sad and you're feeling all sorts of emotions. You kind of like just the pressure and just the eye contact, and you slowly
So go ahead and also restore willpower that you may have burned.
come back to yourself, and you realize you were in a pile of black and white keys and piano wire, and you have destroyed a baby grand piano.
Now's not the time for any of us to be losing our heads.
You can say that when you didn't just lose out on
I'll buy you a new one.
It's a children thing.
That doesn't make it easier.
You wanted a baby.
I did not. I wanted a snack. She wanted the baby.
I did not want a child. I saw a man dying.
Don't
and was
argue
like,
in front of the baby. It's bad for him. And I go over and I like give you a shoulder
Can we
pat.
just talk about the bad thing that's
Yes.
trying to kill us?
Right, the
Well,
werewolf.
yeah.
Can I help him out of the pile of wood?
Yeah,
I'll give you a
take my
hand,
knee
too.
off of him.
Thank you.
Well, it ain't trying to kill us yet, but if it's in our territory, it's only a matter of time.
Will it try to kill us? Because it's been moving. Maybe it'll just keep moving.
If it can kill us,
It'll try to kill us if it knows that we're here.
Even if.
But does it?
Here's the issue. The Volturi are not going to sit around while this keeps happening, and you do not want them on your case, whether it's you or not.
I know.
I'd rather not see
I've
him
been
again.
around too, you know. You're not the only one with a little bit of years on you.
A little bit.
I'd rather not see him again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going dog hunting.
Mm.
Are we? That sounds really dangerous.
No. Only idiot goes chasing after him in their element. No, we
We could set a trap.
got
It's a dog.
Yeah, we got a whole type. Yeah, I got some deterrents up already. I can put back in place, and yeah, traps if it gets near. But in the meantime, we got to see if maybe we can narrow down who it is when they're not all furry and dangerous.
The daytime, for sure.
In the meantime,
How are we gonna? I'm just curious. You said in the daytime. I don't know if you've noticed. Not all glitters is gold because we can't really go just
Get
asking around the town. during
Get
the
yourself a
daytime.
nice hat.
Can I borrow one of your hats?
sure. I'm just everything's that I have is just getting taken by other people.
Oh,
so sure.
you have money.
Thank you, Victoria. Look, it's got to be somebody that ain't from around here. Like, it's got to be somebody that ain't from around here. Otherwise, this would have been a problem a long time ago.
when did this start, Victoria? Do you remember when the cop told you?
They've said it's been going on for. There was the same thing happening a couple of weeks ago, 2 or so weeks ago,
As they're moving from Carolinas down this way.
and came closer to us.
So recent.
And you remember, Andy did tell you that there were hearsay reports of deaths up in Virginia, and since y'all do run up and down, you do know that there have been some interesting disappearances, especially this one disappearance that actually made the news up in the Carolinas about a noted naturalist and his son going missing.
Right.
It was a very, very noticeable disappearance, actually made national news.
If it comes down to it, we may have to go out hunting, but I don't want to jump to that if we ain't got to.
We won't be alone.
I have a
I've
query.
got plenty of eyes and ears.
Mima and Peepaw. So this is weird to me because I don't hear about werewolves going bunkers too often. Is
Yeah.
this a weird case for a werewolf? Normally they don't expose themselves like
Children
this,
of the
right?
Moon
No.
generally haven't been seen.
Yeah, normally they don't exist. So
As
Typical.
in, they were thought to be done.
So this one's just.
fact of the matter is, if we are unlucky and this ain't one of the shifters just having a bad few days, then this is pretty unprecedented for the times, and we are in a heap of shit.
Do we get a reward if we kill it and turn its pelt to the Volturi?
You get to keep your life.
Yeah, we don't want to exchange anything with them. We don't want them to even come around.
That's fair. But
Henry,
Hmm?
would you get a better sense of what we're dealing with if you saw the body?
Oh, yes. I actually was going to visit the morgue tonight, with or without the doctor's permission. I was just going to walk in.
That's not the worst idea.
Oh, no, I was definitely going to go look at that. That's on my to-do
We
list.
overheard the hearse was moving around with the body, so we can help you.
And there
get to where
should
you need to
actually be multiple bodies down there currently, and I'm going to relay the information that the
You
sheriff
know
told me.
that there is probably by now at 8, the body has been transported to the hospital, and there is another body there that Andy thinks might be involved, though it was not a savaging, it was a alleged fall injury.
I'm definitely going, but I'm waiting till like a 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. kind of situation, maybe 2. Just between the like waking hours of the early humans and the nighttime hours of the late humans. That way, like nobody's awake and I can just walk in.
Henry, you know that, so this is a small county. Candace County, where Cooper is teeny weeny little place. The only place that they can have, like, they have enough storage for dead bodies is at this county hospital. It is a small place, but it
I'm
is...
sure I have a key. I volunteer so often.
It is, in fact, staffed 24/7 because it is a hospital. There have been, it's been more people around because of
Is the morgue
certain global situations, but, so you'll need to be a little bit more smart about getting into it.
No, it's fine. I work there all the time.
You know some of the nurses. You know some of the janitorial staff. The doctor, you don't know if the doctor's going to be there. Definitely won't be there at 2 a.m. because it is a 75-year-old man and he's got sleep to do.
Yep. No, I'm sure they'll recognize me and just say, "Oh, Dr. good to see you," and let me walk in. I'm sure it'll be fine.
And give it a go. I mean,
You can try.
It'll be fine. I do, however, text myself with my own phone pretending to be the doctor, and I just delete my duplicate text of like, "Hey doctor, I was going to check in on the body for you and take some notes." And I delete the one I send to myself and I receive it and I go, "Oh, that sounds great."
With what phone do you send this?
I have my little phone, the one I watch the YouTube on.
he's sending it to
texting
himself. He's
myself.
changing the contact name.
Okay.
Yes, I'm texting it to myself, so it's 2 messages because it's I send this, but I also receive it. I'm just deleting the duplicates so it looks like a conversation, and then I rename myself to Dr. Hicks.
There's too much YouTube for
I
you.
never would have
That
thought
is-
about that. That's actually, that's...
Cut off
that'll
your
probably
YouTube.
I
get
give
past
myself permission to go
Baby
to the
boomer.
morgue posing as the doctor.
You'll,
Okay.
you'll probably
He's
pass.
72. He didn't remember.
It'll probably
He's an
pass for the
older
late
man.
shift, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ain't the worst idea. In the meantime, probably suit ourselves kind of sticking close by each other if we got one of them running around. If they catch whiff of us and we're by ourselves, it's not gonna be a fair fight.
I can help you set up any of those traps and guards, or at least start cleaning up the mess.
Yeah, take a walk with me. I'm gonna get this all set up before we head out to this.
Oh, father-son bonding.
After this.
I miss it.
I'm also going to take a walk around separately, if you don't mind. Use some eyes and
Can I
ears
take
of
the Jeep?
mine.
Thank you.
I like 30 the keys.
All right, so you two will go out, set out traps.
Yeah, I've got the Haven Merit
Okay.
to keep them away, so I want to sort of hang that stuff back out.
Okay, so for this, I'm gonna say, vampires have a really, kind of very acerbic, kind of stingy, sweet, sickly, sweet kind of scent.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of work up a lot of venom. You have some things to put it on and put it away. You do. You have some older sigils that back in the old days you figured they worked. Maybe they don't, but it never helps.
Yeah.
It never hurts to just try. It never hurts to use the old ways.
On the subject of smell, though, I actually did want to put out things that would probably confuse the predator into thinking
Absolutely.
that it's predator territory.
You smear that all around. You get from hunting supply you can get urine and stuff like that, and you spread that around. You just happen to have on hand some wolf urine. You know a guy. You know a guy out west.
I
It's
go
fine.
hunting.
You go hunting. You know a guy. It's fine. You put out a lot of stuff that's going to confuse the senses. They're going to smell vampire. We're going to smell vampire regardless because y'all are around here anyway.
But it'll be a little bit more confusing for
So
them.
it's going to be more a matter of keeping them away in that sort of situation. Do you put any other physical traps up?
Bear traps.
Bear traps?
I'll help with those.
Okay, you put up some bear traps.
Please keep those very close to the house.
Oh yeah, the point is so that they don't get in here.
No, I know. I
For the actual bears.
my bears. Please.
The good bears.
Speak to the bears. You go on your walk. What are you doing on your own walk?
Since Cicely has such a close relationship with the animals of the area, she can kind of sense their thoughts and feelings. She's just trying to get an idea and kind of feel out for the general, I guess, well-being, kind of to see if any of them are particularly spooked.
Okay.
And maybe reach out to her black bear.
Okay, so you kind of, you go off into your little, you go off on a trail. You've kind of made your own trail in the woods, and you've kind of almost made like a little bitty clearing, and the others don't really come here. This is only for you and your animals, and animals don't really like the rest of them. What you kind of have with them is what you've been told is kind of a gift that you have. This is very unusual that animals will be around you. So you have your own special space far enough away from the smell of the others, what they're willing to come to you. And when you get there, you actually see your black bear pal is already here, along with just some of your pals. Your chunky possum friend is here too.
Chunky possum.
Your chunky possum friend. Some burbs are up here.
All right, Snow White.
Vampiric Snow White. Yeah. And your black bear friend is sitting here in the clearing. You kind of come see them this time of night anyway. Kind of curled up, and you see they're shaking.
Obviously, go over to comfort and kind of just make sure that physically she's okay.
You check her over, and you see physically she seems fine, but she does seem a little bit skinnier than normal. It doesn't look like she's been eating as good as lately. And you kind of lay your hands on her and look into her eyes. And can you just roll me Animal Ken and Charisma, let's say.
Oh, goodness. Okay, one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
And one of them is a crit. Not that that matters.
You get up
Two of them are
close and immediately.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a 0. That's a 10. So 2 crits. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
So I have more than that.
Okay.
Just kidding.
7 crit at that point.
7 crit. Okay. You come in and they just lumber up to you and just curl into you. And you kind of you can't speak to the animals necessarily, but you instinctively kind of know what's up. And you look into the eyes of this bear and you know there's a big scary predator eating all the good food, scared, don't want to leave, scared, want to go home, scared, and curls up into you and just makes bear noises, which I'm not a bear scientist. I don't know what bear noises are.
Not a barentologist.
Yeah, I'm not a barentologist. Just kind of curls up into you and just you hear you kind of get scared. Big, scary predator, bigger than me, don't know, scared. Deer? We're deer. Scared.
We're deer.
Scared.
She's
And this is a black bear. This is a scared black bear. This is a bear. This is a big old predator. This is one of the bigger predators in here. So you don't really have cougars around here anymore. So a predator that is this scared that's not good.
You should just pet the bear for a while. Damn. I guess she'll sit for a little while and just sit with her until she feels a little bit less uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess start making her way back towards them setting up the traps.
Making our way downtown. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. While we're setting up the traps, actually just going to be talking to Garrett a bit. Now look, I know I know it's all still kind of new to you, but in a situation like this, you got to keep your head, all right?
I thought I had a good handle on it, and then I just didn't.
It's going to take you a bit. You get through it, you'll be fine, but
How long did it take you?
only a little bit of time, all things considered. But, it's all relative. You'll get there. Just find something to focus on. Keep your head straight, because you can't go flying off the handle, especially if you run into one of these things.
No.
They'll put you down before you even realize it.
I'd like to see you. I wouldn't like to see you try. No.
No, it's not me. It's one of those things I'm worried about for you.
And at that moment, you see your mommy walking up the trail. Mima! Walking up the trail.
It's definitely close. Close enough that the bears are concerned. And I mean very scared.
Okay.
These are big predators. They shouldn't be afraid of anything. And if it's that close, we've got serious problems.
And then we should all be definitely heading out together. None of us hanging back here.
Okay. Let's head inside.
All right, are you heading out with the good doctor?
I've requested that we all
Oh, okay.
that we all stick together. So if you left before us, then we're
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know what I did yet. I hadn't left. I was still pouting.
All
I'm
right.
still pouting.
Well, then, yeah, y'all come back in and
Henry's packed and ready to go.
packed and ready to go. It's around probably like 10 or 11 now
His
at
is
this
like
point.
leather toolkit, briefcase, his nice
just
jacket.
gonna look at that and be like, you look
Yoinks.
like a serial killer.
Which,
I'm wearing my cute little vest.
That doesn't make it any better.
if anything, Baker
I'm just-
said didn't think it was you. So,
Gotta take a little
Really?
well, didn't think it was a serial killer, which is what you.
Really? God, they're dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, your friend is lovely, but oh, no thoughts going on up there.
I mean, I don't think
I
this.
know, with you walking around with a serial killer kit,
Yeah.
you think they
It's not a
figured it
serial
out.
killer kit, and I open it, and it's full of scalpels and then extra space.
I mean, we are going to a hospital.
Medical!
We're going to a
Doctor!
hospital.
But does a
Like,
doctor
how many
need a
scalpels do you
scalpel
need?
for every bone?
No,
I don't-
that's the
I don't
bone
need any,
saw.
The
but-
bone saw.
I don't
Gotcha.
have one of those right. I'm gonna do an autopsy. Have you never done an autopsy before? Do they not teach you that at school anymore?
I didn't exactly go to school.
No, you're old
I-
as school itself.
They didn't teach women.
That's right, I
anything.
forgot. What about you? You're young and strapping.
School? Sure, after 2 years of classes that don't apply to your major, then you can start to get into maybe the fun stuff.
What's
So you
the
didn't
point
do
of
an
that?
autopsy either.
No autopsy except for a frog in grade school.
Well, at least you
Henry,
got
I have a
frog. Did
question.
you get
When
the
was-
frog?
Henry, did you actually go? Did you go to medical school before or after you died?
Oh no, he was like a working doctor. He had a family, wife, and kids, and then he got jumped one night, and then that all went to hell.
Okay, to be fair, the last time when you did autopsies, they literally just dug people out of the ground.
Oh
and
yeah,
paid people.
that's
off
why he
for
assumes
it.
everyone's done an autopsy.
Yeah.
Just go get a body.
This was
it's
like
easy.
body
No, see,
snatchers.
if
He's like an old boomer.
Yep.
Why
If a
can't you just buy
woman-
a home?
If a woman in my day was walking around opening up corpses, you'd be burned at the stake. So no.
I'm surprised you weren't, honestly.
I
You're very
almost
spooky.
was.
Oh, I'm glad you're here then.
Same. Don't even ask.
I'm not even
Same.
gonna ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is answered for
Maybe
me.
the approach.
Do you want to come do an autopsy first time for everything?
It will be
Henry,
the
it
first
might
time.
be better
but
if you're
sure.
just. This is a small rural town. If as dapper as you look,
Yeah.
maybe just dressing to the town.
Down.
Milo has plenty of spare clothes that you can wear.
Nah, he's looking professional and whatnot.
I'm a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking professional and whatnot. Where we're going, it's actually probably worthwhile.
Did you do your PhD in homicide?
I was a practicing medical doctor. I diagnosed people with, hysteria and the spooks. The prescriptions I gave were outstanding.
What, cocaine?
Mostly, I'm amazed they made it illegal now. It was so effective.
Can you hook me up? Apparently, I do cocaine now.
Probably.
Great.
Oh, you don't need any of that.
He's already on it,
Apparently.
according to.
You?
What lie did you make up?
Oh.
I didn't know we were going into a town
He-
that knew his name
Focusing the
think
They
story.
basically sung the Cheers opening as soon as we walked into the
Cheers.
door.
You know Cheers? I'm amazed.
We have a television.
Sure, but Cheers kind of sucks. There's
Distracting
always
the
Sunny right
story
there.
Away from me and back to our relevant topic.
Right.
Yeah, maybe we should
Yes,
actually.
Druggy?
Maybe we should actually go
need
on.
to focus on body and preparedness.
Yeah.
I'll probably head into town by myself just because I don't want to erase suspicion. You guys really aren't medical staff, unlike yours truly.
Yes, and then if you get jumped by this thing, then none of us are around.
Then you'll know. Werewolf.
I'll go in with you. I'd make plenty of donations to
Perfect.
the different parts of the town.
We'll all go
I'll
in.
drive.
We'll all go in. We don't all have to go into the room that you're going into, but we'll all go.
Why don't we hang
You could
out
wait in the
outside?
car.
Yeah.
We'll put the windows down, your favorite music.
I'm going in with you.
I'm not a dog.
I was pointing to him.
He's not a dog.
Could have fooled me. Anyways,
Well, I'll hang outside and just watch.
I'll drive.
All right, so you all pile in to the car again.
Different car. It has to be a different car.
Different car.
Not touching anything.
You're gonna wait until someone else
Open
opens
the door
for you.
him.
And you
Thank
all
you, Mom.
pile
I mean,
into the
ma'am.
family van.
Ma'am.
You got a family van. Da, 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 da.
It's my least favorite of our cars.
It's like the church van, you know, the white church van with the bench seats. Y'all all pile in, you know, and you know you're actually going to go past the hostel going into town. So you drive past the hostel and you see the fire pit outside and some of the hikers sitting around. You see a girl, you know, taking selfies, and you see
Mr.
dreadlocks. You see dreadlocks having another hiker you haven't seen yet hold the phone while he looks like he's doing like a TikTok dance. And you drive past, and then you it's about 5 more minutes and you get to the hospital. And this is a teensy weensy little hospital. This is the county hospital. It's very small. Very few beds here. You know, this is what they really see is like older people. You know, if there's like a big emergency, they fly out like hikers to, you know, down closer to Atlanta if they can't make it that far. You know, up in you know, just north of Atlanta. You know, Cobb County, that kind of thing. DeKalb, wherever. I'm not a geographic scientist. I don't know the counties.
Georgia
159 of them in Georgia. The parking lot is relatively empty. You see, there's, you know, some of the night nurses are in the parking lot. Doctors are all gone. Your doctor friend, you don't see him in his spot.
Perfect.
I mean, like I said, that is an old man. You know where the morgue is. It is in the basement.
Yep.
But you are going to have to get past security, you know, some temperature checks, and then the night nurses.
All right, y'all two head on in.
Watch our 6-shooter.
Sure.
I'm trying to be inclusive.
All right, y'all walk up to the front. It says masks, please. Put on your
I have one. I'm a
masks.
doctor.
Good.
I have a very sparkly one.
There is a very tired-looking nurse sitting at the front. There is a big sign that says, "Please, you know, please wash your, you know, put hand sanitizer on." And then she leans over and she goes, "Hey, I have to do temperature checks before anyone can come through."
Sure.
Is Blush of Life a thing in this game?
Nope, it is not.
Okay. That's okay. I got powers to handle this.
Okay.
Okay.
So she hands up the temperature gun.
Is it working?
Huh. It says low.
Is it broken?
Battery.
Holds it up to herself.
Means you don't have a fever.
Beep.
Oh no.
It's working just fine. Can I feel your head real quick?
Yeah, sure. Cloud memory.
So you lean in,
I lean in real close so she's about to touch my head.
and you know, this is Dr. Henry's gift, unfortunately.
Obvious predator as well.
He has a very strange way of scrambling the minds of humans. It's not something you've ever seen before. It's very unnerving, especially in his hands. Leans in, gives her a smile. What do you say?
I say, you already checked our temperatures.
And it's weird every time you see him do this. And she just leans back. She goes, "Yeah, you're good. Just go ahead.
Have a good night.
Have a good night." And she goes back to playing Candy Crush on her phone.
Of course. I walk
Um,
by and I see, not hard at all.
I was never with
Easy.
Yeah.
So, it's ridiculously easy.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Oh, yeah.
clack, 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 clack down the hall.
With my stupid sharp shoes.
It's very loud, your shoes.
You, there is a elevator that goes up to the one floor they have above, and then the basement. And do you have a key card?
Mm-hmm, of course.
Okay. You
I volunteer here all the time. It's basically my workplace.
shoot your key card. You get into the elevator, and it takes you down to cold storage.
Excellent.
Cold storage is not very big. It can only hold a couple bodies down here. You get downstairs, and you open the doors, and you are presented with the theater, the closed, just just kind of a small, very sterile, cold, white room. It's a little rough around the edges. This building was built in the 60s, so it's kind of got that, mid-century kind
Any
of
humans down here?
funk.
Besides dead ones.
Not yet, no.
Great. I take off my mask.
Cool.
What am I going to do? Get them sick? I gesture to the corpses.
The corpses are in their drawers. They're in
Gesture
their
to the
cubbies.
drawers.
Yeah. Let's just figure out which one is which one's we.
Have you ever seen You've seen dead bodies. Have you ever seen an
I've
autopsy?
made dead bodies.
Have you ever seen an autopsy, though?
Yes.
Perfect. I just start yanking drawers open, and I'm reading toe tags.
All right.
I'm just ripping them open
There
like
are
Christmas
about
presents.
6 drawers here.
I'll start on one side and also just open doors.
Alright.
It's like Christmas for me.
Oh my gosh.
You find an old lady. You find
No.
an old man.
No.
You find another old man.
No.
And then you find a. This toe tag says John Doe.
Perfect.
This is, the body. You pull out the body. It's no, it would be head first. So you pull out the head. It immediately looks not great. You can tell this is the man who was the fall injury, alleged fall injury. Toe tag says John Doe.
Perfect.
And you're going to look at, start.
Oh, we're getting him on the table.
Are you doing
We're
a full,
unzipping him.
obvious autopsy?
We're gonna unzip this man.
Okay. Yeah, you've unzipped him and looked at him.
Perfect.
But we're not putting him. If you're trying to move him to the table, I'm going to stop you.
You're gonna stop me? Okay.
Yes. We don't.
I literally am going to lift this man,
No,
and you just
here.
what?
Yeah, here. We don't
But the
have time.
lighting, fine.
I pull up my phone and I turn on the flashlight.
Okay. This is unprofessional.
I know.
I definitely try to make it not the traditional Y zip, but more of how he's already messed up. We're just kind of trying to peel that back a little bit.
Okay, so he's actually already had an autopsy done. It
Oh,
looks
great!
like
Let's just redo that.
It looks like he's been in storage for a little bit. So you're gonna do the stuff, and I want you to roll an intelligence in medicine.
I have a lot of these. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Okay, yep. I will tell you everything.
It's the thing I do.
Yes.
The one thing I'm good at.
Starting from first to be, you got it, all my points. First, you look at him, initially, this does not look like a neck break fall.
Mm-hmm.
From what it was described, that you know of, it says, oh, it broke his neck when he fell. This would not happen. This is a fully half twist around. This is very unlikely this would happen in a fall. This back of his head is mashed potatoes.
I hate to ask this, but does he smell good?
It smells like dead body. He doesn't smell good anymore.
Okay, good.
He's been dead for a bit.
Formaldehyde.
Good. Just want to make sure I don't have to
It's nasty. It's not good. It do not smell good.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's nothing about this room makes you hungry. You continue
Moldy bread.
looking, looking at the neck skin. You don't see any bites. You don't see any like finger wounds. But you get down to his hands and you see there is some tissue underneath. Underneath, it looks like he fought back.
Oh, we're taking samples.
He was able to fight back.
I opened my case.
Which definitely tells you this wasn't a vampire, because there would be no tissue. They would fully break their nails. So this was something soft. Then as you look him over, you're able to turn him over, and that kind of comment about trail cams being crushed comes back into your head, because this is a big smash crush. The back of his head has been
Gross.
yes. And you kind of look and you see at the back of his head, it is not big. It is not unusually big, but you see it looks like there are 5 holes spaced where fingers would be. There are no bites, however.
Take a picture with my phone.
Yeah, also picture of with the phone.
Gross.
Oh.
Have you been quiet while you've been doing this?
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to like
Can you roll
too
me
much.
a
secret.
dexterity stealth, please, both of you.
Oh,
I'm not super great at this.
I'm glad we're outside.
Y'all have
dexterity
willpower.
and stealth.
It's okay if we get caught. You don't get caught. You just whoosh.
Maybe.
Can I burn the willpower?
Yes, you may. Willpower works the exact same.
Okay, and that's for how many?
Up to 3.
Up
Up to
to 3.
3 non-hunger.
Right.
Yep, correct. Yep.
Yes,
much
You
better.
did good.
that is much
Very good.
better. Yeah, I have 3 successes.
Henry can't
Or
help but like mutter to himself.
2. Yeah, 3 successes.
3
He's like,
successes.
"Oh,
Excellent.
fascinating." Henry's muttering to himself. He's like, "Oh, fascinating."
So, death and murder is your special interest. You get real excited about it. One might even say you're an expert on it for many different reasons.
Oh, weird.
Weird.
Wonder where that is. Oh well.
You like true crime. This is really cool.
Urban legends, true crime, mythos. Oh,
It's fascinating.
serial killers.
You kind of notice that the good doctor is getting real loud, and you kind of perk up your ears, and you hear some steps down the hall. And so you really quickly reach a hand and put your hand over their mouth. And you stay there stuck still. And you're able to do this because you don't need to blink, breathe, anything like that. So you're able to stay still for 5 full minutes.
I like to imagine I've like wrist deep into his brain.
Yeah, you are. He's a puppet right now. He's a muppet.
Reach my hand up there, make him talk.
And after about 5 minutes, you hear the steps fade.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
In human times, not necessarily in. Okay. Work faster.
All right,
And
so
quieter.
you've gone through this John Doe,
Perfect.
and you think you've gotten everything you can out of this.
Great. I go ahead and put them back together, and I push that back in.
Okay. I won't make you roll for that. You open up the last drawer and you do find the tag, and it just says Angela K on the dead body, but you can kind of you know that this is the death. This is the
Death of the day.
This is the death of the day.
Ooh, goody. How many bits is she in?
Do you want to? Will you please roll me intelligence medicine?
I'm so good at this.
You
Must
are.
be,
Told you would be good at this one.
I'm good at
What's
one
okay?
thing, and this is it.
I mean,
Don't
can I
fail me.
look and see
Yes,
what
you
throws?
can. You can roll a
5, 6.
intelligence investigation.
6.
Okay.
I'm good at one thing.
Intelligence.
murder and medicine.
That's it.
That's not gonna be great.
Empathy? No.
Oh, yeah. 2 successes.
2 successes, excellent. You immediately notice this woman had, even though she was a hiker, had beautifully manicured nails.
Of course, that's what you would notice.
You immediately, your eyes are drawn to it, and you see they are also broken. They are broken and snapped, and there is not just tissue, but fur underneath her fingernails.
Okay.
You both know this. There is no way this could have been an animal. There's no bear. There's no cat smell. There's no cougar smell. This smells weird. This distinctly smells weird. You know the taste that you smelled on it was the weird taste in the blood. This is musky, and it's like a human musk, but it's not. It's bizarre.
Ugh.
What dog?
Like dog.
You continue to look at her body over, what you can make of it. It looks like she hasn't been. There's probably no reason to do an autopsy, honestly, because she's just been torn apart. It is bad. There's a lot of bits that are missing. There have been chunks taken out, and you look at it, and it looks like it has been bites. These don't look like vampire.
Can I take an imprint of the teeth marks?
You really can't. It's just kind of a mush.
Gotcha.
It's not a great situation that you're looking at here.
I'm taking a picture of it. Too.
But there,
Same.
you kind of look at it, and this was not just an animal attack. This woman was eaten alive. That's
what it
what you
looks
can
like.
tell.
Henry's got the smile of like, ah.
And
Yep.
you see there is she's fought, just fought for her life, and you see kind of stuck with blood to her pants another piece of purple cloth, and you're able to pull it off, and it says it has an Adidas logo on it.
I take a picture of it, but I don't take that scarf. Put it back.
Or it's just cloth.
Cloth.
Yeah.
I take a picture of the scarf or cloth, but I definitely leave it because it's evidence. And I go, Hey, have you ever seen one of those stone statues get smashed to bits by like a sledgehammer?
Yes.
That's gonna be us in like 5 days. Anyways, I just slide her back in and I go, Are you hungry? I'm hungry. I'm gonna go find blood donation bags. It's cold storage. Where are them goodies?
All right, I want you to roll an intelligence investigation.
I'm gonna text the group
Okay.
his
The
photos
fighting
and
is
just
okay.
say, like, yikes.
Yikes!
So you
Big yikes!
You text-
Exclamation point.
you text the
And
group.
yikes.
You text the group chat these grisly photos, and then it just says, "Oof."
Yeah. Oh, no
I'll
punctuation.
show
just
Milo from
Yeah,
my
because it's just
phone.
taking forever to download at
Yeah,
this point.
yours is like, why do they keep sending me this? I don't have the capacity.
And then that emoji that goes like that, like, yeah.
It doesn't happen a lot, but it's weird that happened twice. Second game, no, this is the second game that I've had someone had to hunt down blood donation in. It's weird.
It's my go-to.
I mean, it's good to
You
have.
were able to find the blood donation room. I hope you feel good taking this from these people.
Of course I do. Fuck them people.
Old people that live. Are you gonna take this blood from
Fuck
these
yeah,
people?
fuck them people.
Okay.
Yeah, we need it in the
I'm
house.
taking it. I'm taking them like a kid in a candy store. I open my case. I'm putting 3 in at a time.
This is the world
I
of
end up with
darkness
like
game.
9, and I close it, and it barely closes without popping one. Then I grab
Gross.
one more, and I just start already sipping on it like a Capri Sun.
It tastes bad. I hope you're happy.
It don't matter. It'll do the job. These are emergency stashes.
Okay.
We're about to be holed up in our house. I'm taking this.
I take 2 as well.
Okay. It also tastes bad.
I don't drink them. I just grab them.
Okay.
Sucks,
And,
but
like-
imagine if we're in our home, the werewolves outside, we can't go get food. This is gonna save our lives.
You don't have to convince me. I have like a pocket inside my jacket. I'm gonna put it in that.
Anyways, we gotta get these home before they spoil.
All right.
You know, like the
So,
milk.
are you going to carry this out like a damn Capri Sun?
No, I'm gonna finish it and put it in the case.
Okay. God. Thank God.
I'm not a
You
moron.
can't turn this poor nurse's brain into Swiss cheese. So
I'm
you
about
fin-
to.
You wrap everything up. You walk out. You see the nurse is still there, still looking at you. She goes, "Good night.
Have a good night.
Are you here helping the doctor?"
Oh, yeah, I just helped him out with some paperwork. He had to go home early. You know how he is.
He seemed real stressed out. Yeah.
I just stopped by. I love late nights, so I came in.
You're really doing the Lord's work. Thank you so much. You have such a kind soul. You do so much good work for the people this town.
It's all I can do to be helpful. You don't do no harm, as they say. And I'm trying to just uphold this oath. Anyways, have a good night.
Good night. Good night, Doctor. Good night, Miss Victoria.
Good night.
I love your sweater. And then you all leave and come to the parking lot.
I get outside and I look at you and I go, see, I'm not a bad person.
It's only because she sees you all the time. She has no idea how I basically pay a very large chunk of her salary, but that's fine.
She thought I was nice.
You were very nice. You brainwashed her.
Yeah, we're just
Once. Anyways, hi
We're
guys.
sitting outside
just-
the car. I'm leaning against the car, just kind of looking at the grisly images on the phone.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
What did you find?
Oh, you didn't get the
Oh
text.
my God, you have. Fuck.
I got bored.
What is that?
I was not prepared.
What is
I
that?
was like, am I having
It's an instrument.
It's an instrument.
Well, go on. Anyways, and I show you
That
the phone
takes
of
me
just
back.
horrific
Oh, gosh.
imagery.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
What are these?
Oh, that was a person. Now it's a scrambled glob of bits, probably attacked by a werewolf.
It looked
I
like-
told Victoria.
Is that a-
You ever see a stone statue that's been like smashed to bits?
Sure.
That's us in 5 days.
So one body, the fall, looked like their head had been, and the woman looked like she had been eaten alive.
Oh yeah, she was
So-
lunch.
The two gentlemen that we were listening in on were discussing their missing female friend.
Oh, this is probably her.
Yeah.
She
What's
looked
her
like
name?
an Instagrammer. Oh,
Why did you think she was an Instagrammer?
her nails were fantastic. Who
Oh,
wouldn't
I-
share that?
Didn't look at that.
I obviously wasn't mentioning her. They didn't mention her by name, did they?
They said you remember they said Angela.
Angela.
Oh, that's her. Angela Kay.
Oh,
Dead as a doornail.
I'm
Well,
gonna look her up on
You're gonna find her
the
social?
socials.
You look her up,
Some William
and you
Angeles.
get you look up on Insta, and you get an Insta. You kind of have to look. You gotta.
I mean,
cross
Angela
check,
Kay.
yeah.
There's so many.
Then you find an Angela Kay hiking, and it's amazingly Angela. You see, this is
that's
kind of a hiker lifestyle blog. You see a bunch of prep things. It's like prepping to go on the trail, gonna blah blah blah. Do this with my bestie, me and Madison, and there's a picture, a selfie of Angela and this a blonde girl who also very much looks like an Instagram, very much looks like a
Does
social
she look
media
like
lady.
the hiker I took a bite of out of earlier?
No,
Okay, good.
no, you're good.
Storyteller, do either Angela or Madison look as locals that I recognize?
They do not. These are not locals. These are people who have come to hike the trail. But they are you see these selfies, and then you see the latest picture is of Angela with a group of people in front of the hostel, the inn that that hosts the hikers and people who are outdoorsmen. See a group of them sitting around the campfire, and it's just kind of like a staged picture of them, and this was from 3 nights ago.
Are any of them wearing Adidas or
Ooh,
purple
yes, the
sneakers?
purple-
That we can tell from the photo.
Like the
Sneakers or
shorts.
pants?
Or look like they could wear. I'm gonna judge. Do
You'd be
any
like,
of them
"I'm not
have
judging."
a
like an
coordination
Adidas
that looks like they
person.
would wear Adidas?
So you see this group of hikers, and you see, this is kind of a staged thing in front of the fire. None of them are wearing anything purple, but you do see, their stuff is on the side. And you do see there is a purple Adidas hoodie laid over one of the logs at the fire.
Oh, poor
Okay.
girl. Anyways,
What you got?
So, one of the things we found was
More
you found
purple.
more purple. We found more purple on Miss Angela Kay, and purple in this photo of a bunch of people at the hostel. And I'm going to show everybody.
How many people are in this picture, Storyteller?
You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
6. All right.
Is
There are
the
6
snapped neck man in this photo?
Yeah.
The snapped neck man is not in this photo. You were told by Andy that the snapped neck man was actually about 2 weeks ago. He's a John Doe. They don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those two gentlemen, one of them seemed a little bit more concerned than the other.
Did the other one seem not concerned, or did he seem...
Almost like he wanted him to drop the subject.
Which one's him?
Is he in the photo?
Is he in the photo?
He is in the photo. So there you see 6 people. The blonde girl that you can tell is Madison. The girl that you can tell is Angela. There is a the white dreadlocks guy is there. There is a very pale black girl there. She has very close cropped hair, big smile, and then there is a hippie girl kind of there. She has curly red hair, big weed girl energy. And then the other man that you saw, the military boots man, he is there as well.
Does he look like an age difference between the other people in this group?
He looks like he's in his mid to late 20s. Madison and Angela look like they're in their very early 20s, and then the other 2 girls look mid 20s, and the other men look mid 20s. So he probably is the oldest among them, but
Stylistically, he would, without me knowing exactly their conversation, who they saw, or if I wasn't paying attention in the bar, would I be able to, like, would he stand out kind of like in the way he dresses, things like that?
yes,
Okay.
he does not look like he is like a part of an Instagram. He looks like he is a man here to hike. He is a man here to hike. The hike. There is a man here. He is a man here to hike. There are the 3 that you get our social media, which is Dreadlocks and Madison
okay.
and Angela.
Angela.
And then there are 2 other girls there. One looks kind of like very road ragged, but very beautiful. She's very kind of whip thin looking. And then the other girl, like I said, fluffy, red hair. She doesn't look, they both don't look like they're kind of like the Instagram kind of thing. They look like they're very outdoors people.
Okay.
One more like probably living on the road, kind of that vibe, and one is like, I am choosing to live on the road.
Yeah, so I just have Victoria point out the one that was trying to drop it in the photo.
Well, I think that would be me.
Military.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever's looking at the
But
photos, just
we'll-
point it out.
I'd point out the military-looking man. I'd be like, he wasn't necessarily being particularly brutish about it, but
Well, which
He
one?
was-
Which one's the one that seemed actually concerned? We might be able to at least strike one off this list.
the gentleman with the dreadlocks. But honestly, I think we need to take a look at all of these people. Madison was the last person in the picture with her, the young blonde woman.
This is true.
That's fair. I didn't see any other like human type hairs in the area, so hard to narrow it down. But did we drive by this place on the way over here?
Yes.
We did.
They were having a little thing.
They're doing an Instagram live bonfire
Yeah.
content.
You aren't on
Palooza.
TikTok?
Oh, please don't.
I
put out
watched the TikTok.
Did you just say the TikTok? I am literally old enough to be dirt, and I know it's TikTok.
It's just TikTok?
Yes, just like it's just internet. You know.
You can say
Is it not the World Wide Web anymore?
it is. It is. Just keep doing. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She said she has admitted
Musty,
she's
dusty, crusty.
older than you. So
Anyways, we drove by this place, and if they're still there, then
You want to go in?
not particularly, but maybe we can at least get a look around.
You want to go? There's a lot of people.
I'll do it.
They're all young and delicious. I mean,
I'll
youthful.
also we'll go since we have some self control.
Oh, I gotta show you what I got. Everyone in the car.
Okay.
You all pile in the car.
Oh,
I open
no.
my case and it's full of blood bags. And I go, look, emergency supplies for if we get stuck in our home.
I'm going to try and slam that shut as quickly as
Garrett.
I possibly can.
I was.
You know what's gonna happen, buddy.
Make the roll.
It is for you.
Yeah,
Take
that's-
some.
Frenzy
No,
check right here.
I'm
I-
trying to shut that case.
I probably should.
How much did my one Capri Sun do, by the way?
You are good. You go down one.
Can I have your pencil?
Oh
This one
yeah,
doesn't
it's
have
not my
sir.
pencil, so you haven't.
All right.
You and
Here's-
I'm gonna look at like
I got
you really need
critical,
to
I'm fine.
like wean him. It's gonna be real uncomfortable for a real long time. I've already lost a piano and a car.
Wean? How? Wean what?
Just give a little bit of blood.
That's not how it works. He can make his own decisions.
It's
I'm
going.
gonna
It's going to
take
take
out-
time.
I'm
Remember
gonna
how
take
long
out
it
just
took you.
one
I
blood bag
drink
and
blood.
Give it to you.
No,
No?
We're the only
Okay, I put it back.
vegetarians.
I know.
I trust
Remember
that
how
if
long
she
it took her.
says,
Your
No.
raised name has a vegetarian.
I am not raising anyone anyway. I am allowing people to make their own
Do you
choices.
want the blood bag or
how
no?
about I not frenzy inside a contained car with
Yes,
everyone
maybe
here?
you could
I'd
think
appreciate that.
about the newborn in the car. It's not an actual baby. It's more like a ball of chaotic
Yeah.
blood energy.
Yeah,
He's just a baby.
I'd appreciate that, especially because I can't really do my trick again. So how about we let Garrett be?
You can have some when you get home.
As we start driving, though, I do nudge Henry to see if I can, like, slyly grab
I'm
him.
going to
I
leave that. like,
100%
I don't,
slide you
I
on.
don't care.
Okay.
You're.
Nothing
she'll
happened.
turn around.
Okay.
I 100% slide you
You can
on.
do it safely.
Don't make me turn around.
Restraint, yeah.
Don't
I'm
make
gonna
me
turn this car around. I am driving, so I can't really hand you one.
I will do it. I'm cool.
Okay, I hand you my
An
case.
enabler. I'm sorry.
Okay, no. Well, here's the thing. I don't care. I killed plenty of people. I'm not saying I didn't murder anyone. I'm saying at this point, it's just not in the cards for me.
You always act so high and mighty when I kill people now.
You do it for fun.
And to eat.
For fun.
I eat it
You
too.
play with your food like a child.
Yes, but I still eat it. Nothing goes to waste.
I'll stay quiet in this.
Look,
Or-
everyone is welcome to have their own dietary needs. I just live the way that I want to.
As this argument goes, it takes like 5 or 6 minutes to get to the hostel, and you are here at the Cooper Motor Inn. It is a mid-century motel. Once this cute little quaint thing, then fell into ruin. Now is owned and operated by a man Roddy Zuniga. He does like to hunt in the area, so you Milo are kind of vaguely aware of him because you've met him on opening day before for deer hunting. He bought this a couple years ago as a hostel. Runs it over here. He's trying to with the help of his daughter, tries to make it look like cute and hip. Jury's out on if it's working, but hey, he's got
A for
people here.
effort.
A for effort. Effort. No regrets, not one letter.
No regrets.
No.
All right. Well,
Y'all pull in. You see there is a fire going tonight, kind of similar to the one that you saw in the Instagram photo. There are a couple of people out here. You see the girl that you now know as Madison. You see dreadlocks, and you see ex-military guy is actually, as you kind of pull in, you see he's handing the phone back to dreadlocks and walking into the motel. It's kind of like where you walk right into your rooms, and he's kind of walking into his room, it looks like.
if y'all want to be social with the fire pit people, I'm maybe going to see if I can pick up anything from the one that's not with them all right now.
I'm pretty sociable.
I'm going in with
Okay.
you because
You-
I would prefer to try to sniff around and get a sense of what isn't human. If there's anything that just seems off.
Okay.
Uh,
You also see that the there is a front office here. The vacancy light is on, and you do
nobody
see
would
that there's kind
recognize
of
you.
motion in the back office.
You know what?
They're all
Yeah, we
tourists.
can
That's true.
we can go check check out the office, and then we can go check out this guy.
I'll go to the fire pit.
Yeah.
Our
I
friend.
was actually gonna just tour the room hallways.
All right.
There's no hallways. This is a kind of open mid-century motel sort of situation.
Oh.
So you park
You ever seen Psycho?
right there, and you walk right into your
Oh,
rooms.
so there's outside.
It's
the
outside
doors are
doors.
outside.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a Schitt's Creek situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still would rather just tour the
Yeah, Bates Motel.
like the balcony
Just
spaces.
walk around and
Just walk
sniff
around.
snuff.
Yeah.
See.
You're just gonna walk around sniff snuff. Yeah, sniff snuff.
Sniff snuffing.
I'm going to investigate. I want to see what's in the I want to see what sort of motion there is happening in the office area, and I just also want to go around where Military Boots went and see if I can pick up on a scent. Cause
Me and Garrett are going to the campfire.
Campfire, walking around, office,
We're going to the campfire.
campfire. Okay, we are going to go to the campfire first.
Great.
Y'all kind of roll up, and you see, the dreadlocks and Madison, kind of sit there on the log. You don't see any purple, but you do see them kind of sitting closer together. Madison, is like smiling in her Instagram, smiling for her selfies, but immediately when she puts down, face immediately falls. You see she kind of just goes dead. And Dreadlocks is just talking at her. He doesn't appear to notice that she's not listening to him.
Okay. We roll in, I guess. Is
right.
fire bad, by the way?
I mean, fire's bad, but you're not scared of it.
Okay, good.
But please don't fall into the fire. That is one of the only things that can kill you.
Yes. Fire bad, but not scary.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Henry, are they going to notice your...
Yeah,
Visible?
but it's dark and it's only lit by a fire. There's
You
shadows.
do have bright red eyes right now.
Yeah.
You want some like sunglasses or something?
At night.
I think with your getup, you could pull it off.
Okay.
No, you're all thinking
I
it.
pop on some sunglasses.
Okay.
What kind of sunglasses?
They're just aviators.
Oakley's?
Perfect.
Damn. No,
Okay.
they're Oakley. No, they're aviators.
Aviators.
You walk up to the campfire, and they kind of... Madison sees you first, and then Dreadlock sees you, and then sees the sunglasses and goes,
I throw up a peace sign.
"Hey, man, what's up?
How you
Who
doing?
are y'all?"
I'm coming in way behind this.
Okay.
I am kind of sticking to the out. I am making my way quietly in,
Quietly making your way
away
downtown.
from aviators.
Okay.
Away from aviators. Dang.
All right.
What's going on? You guys okay?
Who are you?
We're just here to vibe, but you look rough, man.
Are you what the fuck, dude? Are you hikers? You don't look like hikers.
No,
Why are you
we're
wearing
locals.
Why are you wearing sunglasses?
You don't like the drip?
I mean,
Are
like,
you insulting my drip, man? I
I
just
can
met you and
respect-
you're insulting my
I
drip?
can respect a fit, man, but whatever you got going on looks goofy as hell. No cap.
Not the... Dude, I just met you and you're insulting my entire fit.
You just rolled up on me and my girl, and she goes,
I just said hi and sit down, and now you're insulting my drip. I can't believe
I
this.
think there might be some bad footing. Is there room at the fire for us to sit?
I mean, yeah, we got 3 other logs.
We'll
Alright,
just
cool.
sit, relax.
I will
You guys gonna go hiking?
quietly come and sit on a log. just popping a squat.
Y'all going hiking?
Who are you?
We're
Are
just
you a
the
cop?
locals. Do I look like a fucking cop
If
to
you're
you?
a cop, you legally have to tell me that
Do
you're
I
a
look
cop.
like a fucking cop to you?
Kinda,
A-cab
yeah.
for life, motherfucker.
You okay.
I look like a cop. I look like a cop.
Are you holding right now? What are you on?
Okay.
I am here. I came here just to like chill. You out of towners are all the same, you know. We come here to chill at our fire. We invite you, and you cause a stir.
This is the hotel's fire. What are you talking about?
The local. Look, man. Not to start any drama, okay? I'm not trying to catch smoke, but like, hear me out, okay? Let's just be cool, all right? Number 1, not a cop, a cap. Number 2, just here to vibe because I like the fire, all right?
Whatever, man. Whatever. It's fine.
We cool?
I guess. Like, if you don't
Cool.
get fucking weird on me again, keep your friend in check.
Weird? What is this guy's deal?
If you're afraid of him, just let everyone know.
I
think you could take him, to be honest.
Look at me. I got little noodle
could
arms.
take him. Obviously, I could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like in a fight? Oh, never mind.
Meanwhile, Madison leans over and goes, "Are you with them?"
In a manner of speaking, but I'd rather not be.
So are you guys local?
Yeah, we've been here for a little while.
Oh, okay. Is this normal? Like, you guys come up to here and just hang out?
I normally honestly stick to the trails myself. This is the first time I've been over this way, but they thought it might be
you
interesting.
hike.
Absolutely.
Oh, have you been doing a lot of that lately with everything that's been going on?
Not particularly. It's been rather dangerous. You guys been okay?
No. I don't know if you heard about the meanwhile, while this weird argument
This guy's deal.
I don't know if you heard about the body they found, but it was my best friend. And just it's just a lot.
She'll just not
We just
touch her
had-
skin because she doesn't want to pick up. She's gonna touch her leg and just kind of.
We just had, we had this plan for so long, and we had so much sponsor money riding on this. We even had, we just had so much sponsor money riding on this, and we were gonna do so many collabs, and this was gonna be so cute. It was like the girl's trip, and now she's dead. And
She's trying to hold it together. She really is.
She's dead, and now we're gonna
Just pat, 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 pat.
Meanwhile, in the office,
Yeah, so
Going well at all.
No,
It's
you're
not.
doing a great job of distracting.
Distraction.
on my way up to the office, I'm literally just lighting up a cigarette and smoking because I want to cover as much vampire smell as I can before I start walking around this area.
excellent.
Just in
It's
case.
like
So I'm
you
just
read
letting
my
it.
mind.
I'm just letting
Okay.
it. I've done this a time or two, so I'm just letting it blow back as I walk all the way to the office.
You walk up into the office, ignore the no smoking sign in the front,
Milo does
walk
my
in,
dance.
and you hear the gentle strains of Roddy's always stressed and annoyed voice coming from the lobby. You're looking down, kind of lighting your cigarette, and you hear him saying, "Look, you already paid out. You already paid out all this time. Like, I can't give you back the money." And you hear a woman's voice going, "No, I just need the money back, please. Just something happened. I just need to leave. Just, if you could just please give me a refund, and this is just, I have a family death." And he goes, "I literally cannot give you. It is policy. It is right here."
I'll walk up.
And you walk in, and you look up. And you've heightened senses out. That's just kind of a thing that it happens. And you smell something familiar.
Yeah, put the cigarette to the side just to smell.
And you see something familiar. And you smell something very sharp and sweet. And you look over to the girl, and you see the girl, the pale girl, she has ashy brown skin and close cropped hair. You look in the light of the office. You see she's got half moon shaped scars all around her neck. This girl looks frightened. She looks nervous. She looks agitated. This is another vampire.
Yep.
And she is looking dead in the eyes at Roddy, and you can see her very dark, almost black. You can tell that they are red, though.
Yep.
She's gripping onto the counter with all her strength, and she goes, "I need my money back. I need to leave town immediately."
Let's go. You got a problem? Is there a problem, Roddy?
She whips around immediately and sees you,
I'm just going to lock eyes with her.
and she is going to
Not a new friend. No, not a new friend.
see. Ooh,
Let's get
there goes one.
away.
1, 2, 3. Okay. You see her, you see a fear in her eyes, and you see her immediately grab it back and pull back on that fear, and she goes, you know what? It's fine. I don't need the money. I can go. And then she starts making it for the door.
And I'm actually just gonna like hold up my hand. How about you and I talk? We see maybe we can help you out a bit. Leave Roddy out of this.
And she looks at you, and Roddy just looks confused, like, do you know this person? She goes, you don't understand. There's something bad in this town.
The deaths, all the accidents and deaths are probably shaking folks up a bit, Roddy. Let's walk and talk. Come on. And I was gonna lead her out of the office, like hand just like on the shoulder, like looks like I'm gently guiding, but like my thumb is like digging
into her.
Like,
She
walk and talk.
She does. She just walks to her. You don't understand.
Oh, I understand.
You don't understand.
No, trust me.
There's
girl.
something out there. I know it. It was sleeping in the room next to me.
Show me your room.
And she points up to the second floor. Meanwhile, you are doing your walk around.
Yeah. I'm kind of like touching the doorknobs and like just getting not like weirdly close, but I guess to anyone it may be weirdly close, but kind of like trying to like smell through because it's an old place, so there's probably like cracks in the doors and things like that. So I'm just kind of like getting kind of close and trying to smell, and I'm like, oh, yep, couple definitely was just in here, and go to the next one, and okay.
You walk and you get it, and then you get to this smells like perfume. This is probably that girl down there. This smells like weed and BO. This is probably dreadlocks down there.
Yeah.
Kind of keep going, and then you're like, oh, weed again, and then you pause, and you smell something, and you smell that musk again, and you smell it, and you go to open the door, and it pushes open. It just opens. And as you look into the door, you hear a crash through the back, and you just open up the door in time to see a red-headed girl look back, growl at you, and then jumps out the window that she's just smashed through. And that's where we're going to leave our game tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Blue Hour, a vampire story. And thank you for donating to that Quileute tribe. Again, the link is going to be right below me and then in the chat. Please give it a look, and please go and donate for a very good cause, for school children. It's just a really good cause to give to. And thank you so much, and join us next time for part 2, the final part in this exciting Twilight-themed 2-part story. Thank you, guys. Bye.